prostitute?
If that's what you want it to be, sure.
You're begging people to have sex with you?
Now, what's that personality stat? How much money are you making, or are you actually paying them?
9. So
That's not horrible. All right, well.
Is this the standard old D&D 3 to 18 stat?
Yes. 3 to 8, 3 dice 6 straight down. So welcome to Sky of Crimson Flame. We're using the Dungeon Crawl Classics system for the Halloween 2020 special. What could be scarier than 2020 and Halloween together? I don't know, not much. Not much could be scarier.
spooky.
So we have one of our normal main tabletop groups from Iron Gods online, and so I was just explaining that everyone has 4 0-level peasants. They are not heroes. They are not special. They are the maggots, the farmers, the people that are the dregs of a small village of Reed in the Eastern Forest.
We can become heroes.
Oh, come see the violence inherent in the system. Well, they have been beset upon strange happenings. Normally, there are the occasional, idiot or people that are talked about, the occasional drunk in town that, goes and gets himself killed by animals. But sometimes, rarely, maybe once a month or every other month or so, someone will disappear and they won't be found. Like, oh, that person's a known drunk, and maybe they passed out and the animals got him and dragged him off into the woods. But not much has really been made of it of late, except some of those disappearances have been happening more frequently. There was one that happened, and then another couple days later, another had happened, pretty quick succession. And then people started to get worried and actually start to impose a self-curfew, like get indoors quickly before sundown. And a lot of superstitious folk, because this village isn't that huge. It's only got a couple hundred people in the surrounding area. So one of the characters has a sweetheart that disappeared, and that is Nick's character. One of Nick's character, the woodcutter.
Okay.
What did you name your woodcutter? What
Woody. He's Woody the Woodcutter.
Awesome. I love everything.
I promise I did not just come up with these names.
Does he have red hair? All right.
No, he has a cowboy outfit.
With chaps, assless chaps. Okay.
Wait, actually, let me.
Are there ass-full chaps?
Yeah, I was wondering that too. I don't know.
I don't think there are. I think all chaps are assless.
So there is a letter that
like a pop-up thing.
Woody the Woodcutter has from his beloved Belessa, who has been essentially one of those people in town that like everyone loves. Pretty. Everyone loves her smile. She's always been very kind. One of those people that everyone's fawning over to try to win her hand, but apparently something about Woody has gotten her interested in him and has been, they've been seen together, and there's nobody, at least currently, thinking that Woody's been up to something. But Belessa has been one of the people to disappear last night, and when Woody has been out trying to look for her, sounds from different townsfolk, both from a loud, angry ruckus cacophony coming from town, as well as screams of anguish. Apparently, the same night that Belessa had disappeared, it seems not one, not two, but all of the children of town have disappeared from their beds overnight.
Oh.
So they are gone, and people are gathering and wondering what to do. The people, such as yourselves.
And was Belessa a human?
Who do what?
Or a halfling? Or a...
Oh, is she human? A human.
Yes, human.
So she was known for her very free-spirited attitude and would tend to go out at night, but apparently was not doing so for the last several weeks when people started to disappear. But perhaps she went on a midnight stroll, or she was taken from her bed like the others. Don't really know. You guys
Took
are
them all.
maybe. I mean, you don't know. There's kind of a fervor in town, and you guys are part of that fervor. And part of that is there has been, a lot of like wondering what's going on and what to do about it. But there's been the Eastern Forest surrounds the town of Reed, and there's logging and there's different things that the town is responsible for. But there is a kind of a lone keep that is been rumored to be haunted, and it's been there since before the elders could remember. I mean, it's been there forever essentially, but it's essentially moldering and broken. You can see holes in the walls and parts of it from a distance, but really nobody goes there. Now, that said, some of you adventurous people in your youth would tend to try to get who can get the closest and not be afraid. That would be a game a lot of you would play as kids, and then as you grew older and became more stuck in your ways and normal, if you will, that sort of went by the wayside. But being kind of like wondering what's going on, that sort of comes out in your mind as being a likely course of action, is that spooky keep. But there's also a road leading essentially north and a road leading south out of town. It kind of looks like a lot of the footprints, if you will, are matted all around town and seem to be heading essentially towards that keep. I mean, it's whoever was doing this. Windows were wide open. It doesn't look like that there were forced entries, but it also doesn't look like there are, people being dragged off. It looks like footprints. So essentially, you guys aren't necessarily Sherlock Holmes or seasoned detectives, but it doesn't look like that there's blood or torn clothing or beds were ripped apart. In fact, parents didn't even wake up when the kids were gone. So something's going on.
So they were Pied Pipered out or something.
Oh.
So who has this letter?
That would be Woody the Woodcutter, one of Nick's characters.
I do.
He is the betrothed. It is available where he essentially can have offered it up. I don't know if he's holding it tight to his chest. I think when I offer it up, people have kind of seen it, unless Nick, you have a reason to withhold it.
Yes, this is wild. Blah blah blah. No, I don't think that there's any. I mean,
it's like a personal letter. It's not like tomorrow night I'll be kidnapped by monkeys, is it really?
yeah. I mean, I'm not like. I feel like I wouldn't like show it to anyone who asked, but if somebody had a like valid reason, do they know I have it or?
So how many people have gone missing? All the children plus some more.
Yeah, so it's hard to tell exactly because again they've disappeared slowly at first, and then over the last several days it's increased. So there's been about 5, 6, 7 or so adults that have disappeared, and roughly about 12 kids. So a decent number.
That's a lot.
So
I mean,
like
it's all the kids right now, essentially. Everyone, it's the youngest in town right now is essentially like a teenage boy, and his younger brother was gone, taken.
Well, I mean, we don't know, right? We don't know that she was. This is just a letter she gave me at some point. I mean, it doesn't say.
She gave it to you like essentially the night before she disappeared.
Okay, yeah, and
You've
it's
been
not,
holding it kind of like as her last keepsake, essentially,
So she may not have been out on a walk when she disappeared. She just has disappeared.
she was just visiting one of her 12 other boyfriends.
Right?
Oh.
You know what? Fuck
Shots
you.
fired.
How dare you talk about me and my woman that way?
Roll for initiative. Okay.
Someone's going into the goddamn wood chipper feet first.
Be my guest.
Because it'll hit more.
That's funny. So I think we should all leave. Let's all pack up and head to the city.
Head to Vegas.
All right,
The city is south if you want to travel for several days, but if you're heading to the keep, because that's essentially
Oh.
where it's always been.
Why
rumored
would
to
we
be
go
haunted.
there? That makes no sense at all. I had no children. Let's leave.
I've got
That's true. You don't have any children.
I've got
Which
many
of you
copper
do?
pieces and a pocket full of chicken meat, so I'm ready to hit the town.
Pocket full of
Oh,
chicken.
you have chicken meat? That's awesome. I didn't actually even see what people had as equipment. That's pretty.
Let me-
That's funny.
let me go ahead and put on my high heels, suspenders, and a bra, and
Yeah. Ha, ha, ha,
We'll
ha,
be ready.
ha.
I'll be ready to go hang around in bars.
That's right. It's cute.
Just like your dear papa.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of
That's
a storm rolling in, and the sky is kind of getting dark with dark clouds.
So, does this place not have like a constable or a person in charge of like keeping shit in
There's
order?
essentially not even an elected position. There's kind of like a town elder, like an alderman, that kind of is quote quote in charge only because people thrust that mantle of responsibility on them because they've been around the longest and they seem to have all the answers.
Mm.
So
Oh, yeah, does he have the answer
Gregory.
to where my girlfriend is?
Well, surely all of us are taken by surprise as much as this. We thought that these were just, the acts of foolishness, people stumbling in the woods at night when they should be in their beds and, get taken by the animals. But this is obviously something altogether more sinister. Like we're trying to figure this out, but surely if we are to follow these tracks, we must get going before this rain happens. The storms are coming in, and you guys do see a collection of pretty dark clouds happening off.
Thought you were supposed to know everything. Thought you were supposed to keep us safe. That's why we follow the law around here, right?
I salt
listen
meats
to
here,
you?
as you well know, Woody. I salt meats. I don't have all the answers. Do I look like a seasoned warrior to you? This person's like, 50, mid-50s, which is pretty old in these times, right? Especially in DCC, the average age of of dying is pretty low, right?
Right. I assume the children are all under 7 because you'd be married at 9, right?
Exactly. Oh God, that's horrible.
It's funny though.
So
I mean, basically, there's the searching the forest at large, the ancient keep. There's the road south, but the tracks clearly led more towards the north, towards the keep, and the clouds off in the west there are headed towards you. You've been outdoors your whole lives, right? It's not like people have air conditioning and stay indoors all the time. You probably estimate an hour or two before.
hey, some of us might not be
storm rolls in.
homeless.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of us might not be. I mean, you've got a chicken farm, right, or something.
Yeah, two. What's the chances of two halfling chicken farmers?
Chicken butchers.
Chicken butchers. That's hilarious.
That's
Purplesorcerer.com strikes a win with one person's character sheets there.
Well, I
Yeah.
say we frail band of 16 rugged individuals head to the spooky keep.
But where will we ever find 16 individuals willing to go on an adventure?
Is this like the start of 13th Warrior, but there's 16?
Yes, and Antonio Banderas is the one that has the highest personality stat. Who's that? I think that's one of your guys', Al, right? It's got like a
Really?
13 personality or
I
16
have one that
personality.
I have one that has a 16 personality.
There you go. That's
Oh my
Antonio
God.
Banderas right there.
Mhm.
Hello, stay thirsty, my friends.
I think my best stat's a 15.
I'm gonna say I have a 16. I have a bunch of good stats on 3 of them, and then on my other one, the highest roll is a 9.
Yeah, like your cut purse is god awful. What's it?
He's-
988979.
He's terrible.
Once again, proving that intelligence does not equal position. My guild beggar / prostitute has an intelligence of 17.
Wow.
So
Our
one of those
sorcerer-
manipulative ones, right?
That's the party wizard right there when we get
None
to
of
level
mine
1.
have an intelligence over 10, except for one.
There you go. It's not the stats; it's what you do
Oh,
with it.
so fucking stupid.
Here's something important to know, guys. The hit points, you sort of die at 0.
Oh dear.
So
That's
if
nice.
people, some of y'all got like 1 hit point.
Oh
Yeah.
my
That's-
god!
So
My
that-
elven sage is a fucking snowflake. She's got 2 hit points.
I've got a character with 1 hit point.
I've got
so
a character with one as well.
Say something mean, hurt her feelings, and boof, she's gonna vanish into nothing.
I mean, a good sneeze in a cold weather could do them in, right?
Oddly enough, once again, the prostitute hit points 5.
Wow, that's good.
At 3.
I'm gonna go get a snack.
She
You should
/
do
she
that.
is a hardy person.
It's she. Her name is Starla.
Ooh.
So, everyone, what are we saying about getting a posse together?
You guys do have various torches and pitchforks in amongst your group. You guys gather your belongings and pieces of equipment.
Let's
Gather
go
up what you can find.
Girlfriend / sister.
All right. So the
Sister.
sister, what? So
We
the-
were waiting to confess our love because we're actually siblings.
Okay, that's very backcountry.
I need to bring a religion into this.
I was gonna say. So we've got that storm seems to roll in pretty darn quick. So it's actually starting to very slight pitter patter of rain, but it's getting pretty dark.
Maybe we should wait out the storm. Carrying around a big axe in a lightning storm seems like a real bad idea.
I think that might be wise. We should stay here until the storm passes.
Sure.
How long till this
The
storm
possible.
passes?
The older man kind of is like, but if we don't act soon, the tracks might wash away.
Well, they go that way, don't they? And none of us are that good at tracking.
Don't you have a 5th edition survival skill?
No. No, not at all.
Wow.
Oh,
So you guys wait a bit. The
I mean,
rain
it
picks
takes
up a
a
little bit
while
more.
to get any kind of posse together anyway, right?
Well, it's been gathering for a lot of the day. You guys have kind of gotten into a heated fervor of, it's one of those funny things, right? Where someone's like, people are, as a group, someone needs to do something, but then nobody actually steps up to do anything. And that's where Woody's kind of got a vested interest. He's got to find somebody. A couple of you might have, some of the missing kids might be some of yours. Like, that's up to you to decide for some of
How-
your characters.
So
Prefer
liquor, not
my
the poison
goat
stuff?
Missy.
Starla wants to guesstimate how long the storm will last.
What is her profession?
I mean, she's a guild beggar / prostitute.
Okay,
Slash
so
meteorologist.
So roll an intelligence check. So you roll a die 20.
I'm
And
trying to
add your
remember-
intelligence modifier, but you can't roll higher than a 10 because it's not something you're trained in. If someone was a forester or someone who was like known for that, then they'd get to roll the full die 20.
Okay,
You're
then-
essentially unskilled.
Then can Woody guess as well since he's a woodcutter?
He absolutely can. Yep, he gets the
Okay.
full die 20.
All right, so I'm trying to remember how to roll.
/R space
/
D20 /R. Yep. There you go.
Okay. So that's Starla. She got a 10.
Okay.
And then Woody is also going to guess because he's a woodcutter and he wants to find his
Sure.
woman. And he got a 15.
Oh, he's got a positive intelligence bonus as a woodcutter. Sweet.
Oh,
Smart boy. All right, he's pretty much been outdoors. He's seen it all. He's estimating that because the clouds really the horizon, it's kind of like the clouds go past that. It could be for several hours, maybe through the night. It might clear up by morning.
We ain't got times to wait around. This storm's gonna last through the night, maybe even into the morning. We gotta go now. We don't know. They could be eaten by a bar or been captured by crazy sex perverts.
Other than the ones in town, you mean?
But they're all here.
well, but if we go now, we might be back by morning, and I've got chickens to strangle in the morning. So,
All right, let's
I'll
go.
help you choke your chickens if you come with us.
sold.
Sold. Let's go. Come
All right,
on,
you guys
Missy.
Does,
You guys are heading down the road.
does Hattie the Habedasher maybe have some waterproof hats and stuff that she
Hattie
can?
the Habedasher.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely, you can wear a nice wide-brimmed, flourishy hat.
Do
Absolutely.
we have? Is there enough for the party?
Not necessarily all utilitarian, especially when you're talking 16, right? You're a haberdasher for a small town. It's not like you have a stock of Foot Locker, you know?
Is there enough for my 4 people?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, good. Fuck the rest of y'all.
Well, I assume that Bingo Broadleaf, Gentleman Explorer, the Halfling Vagrant, is well used to being outside.
Gentleman.
Absolutely. He doesn't get fussed by the rain. Why? Screw the rain. That'll help me get my bath for the month.
Exactly. Loose off that loose trash the city puts on you.
Then you've got a couple other characters that are that have bowls of gruel that are eating with a spoon. Wit chowing away over there.
I don't know.
Please,
Both-
some. I have some more.
Both my
More?
chicken butchers are carting around 5 pounds of chicken meat, so there's that.
You'd be amazed at how resourceful I've seen players at Gen Con and so forth be with the random stupid equipment that they get on some of these characters. Like,
5 pounds of chicken meat.
snap at you, a Slim Jim. All right. So now you guys are able to move your characters around. So I got dynamic lighting on, so you'll see the dynamic lights move around and not go through things like the dense trees and bushes and the rocks.
Ooh, dense trees and bushes.
Yeah, you guys are kind of moving along, and it's gotten darker because of the clouds. The rain isn't that hard of rain, but it's like a constant drip, 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 drip. Now, you're kind of seeing off in the distance above the sky, kind of like through the clouds, kind of a reddish glow in the sky. And I mean, again, you guys are peasants. You're not like sages in a magical tower. That doesn't necessarily bode well, right? So each of your characters roll a luck check, and so it's like a normal stat roll, but you roll die 20 and you add or subtract your luck modifier. So you probably want to use the character of your 4 that has the highest luck. And that'll be the case when I ask for a roll. Each of you guys will get 1 roll, so you'll want to pick the character that has the best stat for it, probably. Right?
You know what they say, red sky at evening, get the fucking doors.
That's right. Yeah. Something about sailors and bad weather.
Oh, very, very poorly. Very, very poorly.
Woohoo!
Oh, man.
How do I know which one I'm doing?
The one with the best luck.
Yeah, but how do I? What?
Oh, you just look at the character sheet, there's a luck score, like, right?
Woo! I got a
And
10.
all you do is you roll a die 20 and then you add or subtract the luck modifier on it and then, give it a spin.
I don't know if I'm looking at the right thing. Mine has like all of the scores are set at 10.
Oh,
yeah.
no, not on the character sheet. The PDF that I sent you. Use that for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not using the character sheet of your token at all tonight.
Oh, so we're gonna type it in.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because you got 4 characters, it's too hard to have all 4 represented in the one sheet.
Bloop.
Clickety clackety.
I like that bloop.
All right, so I'm rolling for luck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pick the one that has the highest and then roll it.
And that would be Hubbub, my Habidasher.
Hubbub.
Yeah,
Everybody's got great names.
he's a little bit crazy with his scissors, but he's very happy to use them. So
He's the shittier of the 2 haberdashers in town.
I mean, this is an important town. We have 2 haberdashers and a chicken factory, apparently.
you're gonna regret saying that.
My hats don't have mercury in them, you fucking weirdo.
Oh, Jonesy.
Okay, are you gonna?
Okay, so 13 is what it is. So I'm rolling a D.
20 and then plus what? What's the
1.
13 modifier?
1.
Plus
1.
Oh, man. All right, so 2 of you guys are completely oblivious.
I'm too focused on finding my woman, goddammit.
That's
Bingo
right.
Broadleaf, Gentleman Explorer, has his eyes sharply peeled.
Gentleman Explorer.
All right, so Hal, you kind of hear like a couple of snapping of twigs in the distance, kind of like in the rustling bushes over by here. And
I don't see where
know-
here is.
oh, you didn't see where I was pinging off to the northeast?
Ping again.
Nope.
You see my ping?
No, I ain't seen no ping.
Oh, you know what? I bet you I know why. Hold on a second here. Let's
You're
do
on the
this.
wrong layer.
Yeah.
There you go. I see it.
There we go.
Over
Okay.
here.
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that pings were different for layers. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hearken, brave explorer. Do you hear that off to the north?
and you hear thing. Who is your lucky guy that heard that?
Bingo Broadleaf,
natural
Gentleman Explorer, Halfling Vagrant.
Yeah, you hear a couple of things. Like you hear like babble, like incoherent babbling. You definitely hear English, and it's very raspy and quiet. And you hear flames, sharp, sweet burning, and out from the bushes from both sides, you see shambling towards you what look like humanoids, but the cold air seems to have steam coming off of the hot, wet, bloody mass where their skin used to be. Clearly living humans shambling towards you, and you perhaps recognize some of them as your fellow town folk. Their bodies gleaming wet with blood, black in the darkening sky. 6 staggering figures shambling
Ew.
towards you. Roll for initiative.
Are we
Okay,
rolling
how do we
just
do
one
that?
initiative?
Yep, 1 per character group. So the highest one with the highest initiative, which would be essentially your agility score. So
Or the one that says in it on the sheet?
in it, correct.
So I've got somebody that's got an agility of 15, but it's only a 1 modifier.
Now that could be because of your lucky sign, because you have some adjustment to initiative. 'Cause your luck score may have jacked it up or something.
My lucky sign says critical hit tables +0.
Ooh, critical hit tables. I got plus nothing from my lucky signs. I'm just unlucky.
Me too.
Yeah, it's based on your luck stat. So if you have a 0 luck stat or a negative, it can actually hurt you. You know.
Oh, wait a minute. I do have one that has a 1
There you go.
for luck. So use that.
No, you're
Yeah,
using
sure.
initiative in it.
Initiative, yeah.
In
But
it.
you might have to roll 1 die 20 and then add that bonus for initiative. You know.
Also my 11.
I have a 14.
And then-
Oh, hello. I'm on the turn order. I forgot I didn't select my token, Bill. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it works that way because we're not using the character sheet to roll. So I'm just going to be adding a manual.
Okay, good.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I think you can do it with a code, but I couldn't remember what it was.
I couldn't remember either. I wasn't going to putz with it. All right. So
What was that, Wit? Lucky Charms.
So I'm on 20.
awesome.
That's ridiculously fast. So
It is.
as fast as we go, I'm on a 14, Bill. There we go. He's
So
on
what-
an 11.
Watch if they eat Nick, and then we know whether to run or back him up.
I feel like running, looking at my sheet, running is the thing to do. I mean, we have them outnumbered, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Quite a bit outnumbered, actually. So, Nick,
Let's do
Woody
this
goes
thing.
first. Woody and his compatriots. Woody and the crew.
Now,
Sounds like a
so-
rap group.
So how does this work? Like,
Now, all four of your people can take an action,
okay.
but
So-
we're going to try to keep it sane where they're essentially going to be sticking together like the Scooby Gang, right?
So
It's
there's
probably a bad example because they always split
Yeah.
up, right?
there's a
You didn't
Okay,
show Nico.
I can't really see. Is there 3 on each side or
So you have the limit of your vision. Everyone's kind of got every group of 4 has a torch or a candle or something going right now, and you kind of have the benefit of about 20 feet of 10 feet of bright light, 20 feet of low light, dim light.
well? Now I've got 2 people with infravision.
Ooh,
Classic.
Good. So that gives you a little bit more that you'll be able to see others up here and up here. So Nick has 2 with infravision.
Yeah.
I've
As
got one, too.
because I have a halfling moneylender and a halfling haberdasher.
oh yeah, I've got 3 with infravision.
Okay, so why don't I just change that to everybody then?
I think we all have infravision,
I also have one with heightened senses.
except for
Oh, me
Hal.
too.
Hal's a piece of shit.
Oh, and iron vulnerability. Ouch.
Yeah, I have that too. 'cause
Yeah,
we're
elves. So elves use mithril and can't use iron, and that's a problem. Dwarves have a unique ability where they can actually smell gold and gems.
Nah.
So that's kind of a nice little effect there too.
Does that mean that human blood hurts elves? I
Exactly.
really want to understand half breeds with that. You
They're
know.
all Vulcans because the copper.
Bill, it went all dark.
I can
Why is
see.
it dark, Bill?
What did you do, Hal?
Because of the because of the night vision I activated, everyone went dark.
I see
Oh, no.
everything.
I don't know. I
Just on-
see everything
Just
still.
just on the recording computer.
Oh, because Vecna has no. vision.
Vecna has no thing. Shoot.
Just attach him to a token.
Oh, just any old token?
Any old token. Pull a rock down and attach him to it. Welcome to
Ooh.
the world of having to keep the recording computer visible.
What
Part of the
is
reason
that?
I gave up on. You can kind of see because there's light coming from somewhere, but it's very dark. It's probably what actually the humans are seeing right now.
Is
probably.
that guy that just shambled in down below one of the opponents, or
No.
okay?
That's Vecna. That's why I just named it Vecna. 1 second.
Vecna's token. Token of Vecna.
I
Fuck you,
only see the
I'm
names
tired
on
of
my-
your shit.
so.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 30.
30.
And then what I'm going to do is do this.
You know, every time I play with dynamic lighting, I always want it to be easier than it actually is.
Mhm.
It's always so goddamn
seems to- It
complicated.
seems to work good and then like just really crash at some point and things just.
Mm-hmm. And then you get complicated, and then your computer falls over because it's calculating 10 million like polygons or some shit.
Probably good for Mac.
Yeah, right. Well, actually, the Mac laptop over here is what I'm playing on. My computer's a PC. I do actually have a new PC laptop coming to replace this Mac laptop.
Okay.
Ooh.
Beggar actually
I'm so
laptop.
fancy. Bleh.
Well, I need a new laptop because this one is old, really old.
So's your face.
So treat yourself.
I'm getting one. It's going to arrive probably early next week.
Yay.
Indeed.
If someone got me a job with, like the university, I could afford a new laptop.
Right?
Mm.
Hey, Vecna can see again.
All right, cool. I did turn it up right.
Nice subject change, Hal.
Thanks. I mean, if there would, we have. You don't want Wit's old job, do you?
What did Whit do?
What did you
I
do
was
with?
a therapist for dental surgery and dental hygienist students.
So you gave them mood jobs?
Yes.
I held them while they cried because they wanted one more point on their exam and they couldn't get it.
I can do that.
No, that's actually not true. That's not true at all. No, I did a lot of things on computers and stuff.
Who's sanding?
Why am I, yeah,
Like
what am I hearing that sounds like sanding?
I think that's
That.
Nick masturbating.
I was going to say Nick's using sandpaper on his wee-wee. Yeah, that's Whit then.
Exfoliate.
Hey, I was just in the side of my computer because I was like, oh God, they're talking about my old job. I'm getting nervous.
Oh, really?
PTSD. All right, so
That's pretty funny.
Nick's group gets to go first. What can you see, Nick? Because what you can see is you definitely hear shambling and movement.
Well, I see zombie thing here.
They look like humans, but they've had their skin flinched off. Don't move Vecna.
I
I'm
didn't
moving.
know that.
I moved Vecna so I can
Oh.
get a better picture on the thing.
Sure.
Should make Vecna smaller. Maybe. Maybe we shouldn't.
He looks threatening.
Oh, somebody
You
is-
take him out
He
first.
looks. Yeah, make him bigger. That's a good idea. He's a giant man. Oh, he looks like a. Oh, it's Tim's old thing. Like a.
Why can't it shrink? Why is
He's
it-
a giant. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
You
It
just
looks like
crushed.
Carl from Aqua Teen. Hey there,
All right, I
Fryman.
can't- Now, can you
Just
resize
leave
it?
You
I
shake
don't
stupid.
think I'm allowed. Just kidding. Just put him off the screen somewhere.
Please.
All right, I can't. I somehow I can't. I
And
can't.
the daggers
modify
of
him.
night keep getting bigger and bigger on my screen as he does.
Oh, that's funny. Should have just shuffled him off the side of. Oh, he's back. Oh, okay, he's back.
That's the boss. Is Vecna.
He's getting bigger. Every time you hit him, this is not even my final form. Pretty funny.
And then his knees collapse.
And then his knees collapsed.
And then I took
He
an arrow
sinks
to the
into a
knee.
hole in the ground. Oh, it's pretty fucking
You're
funny.
attacking my body.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, so Nick, you get to go first. You see, there's
I can't see
whatever you
anything.
see is what you see, right?
Okay.
Hell, I can't see
What?
anything. Again,
For
Oh.
Vecna. God
for
damn.
Vecna.
So, do they look like anyone that I know, or?
You know what? One of them, I'll say, you recognize this one as one of the workers in the store that basically helps manual labor and moves boxes and flour and all that kind of stuff around. Disappeared about like a week ago.
So not Balessa.
No.
So they're shambling towards us.
Yeah, you kind of hear, now that they're closer, you hear the muttering. They don't seem to be in their right mind, and they do look like they're moving towards you. There's steam coming off of them because the night is a little bit cold. Like it's starting to get a little bit cold, and you see the steam from the heat. So they seem to be alive. It's not like they're necessarily dead, but they don't have any skin.
They look
And
like
they're
the
bleeding
guy
and
from
dripping.
Hellraiser.
Say it again?
They look like the uncle from Hellraiser.
Exactly.
then I guess like I'll. So Woody the woodcutter.
Woody the woodcutter.
See if I can grab him. It's like my thing is fucking off for some reason. So I want him to kind of move here and be like, behind me, I'll protect you. I'll protect you. I don't know why his accent is changing.
It looks
I'll
like
protect you.
Well, he's got 4 accents, right?
so. You're kind of like your guys kind of have weapons out, waiting for them to get closer or something.
Yeah, they're
or?
taking a defensive stand because they look familiar, but like we don't know what they're doing. You know, it's like
Yeah, their eyes are big, bright, and white. Looks like they're coming at you. It does not look like they have good intent. I mean, it's pretty obvious. They look like they might be attacking you. It doesn't look like they're looking to say help us or anything like that. They seem kind of crazy.
Skinless miscreants.
snap
Yeah.
out of it. What are you crazy? You
Okay, so-
fucking crazies? You on drugs? Are you on drugs over
Are you-
there?
You doing that bath salts, them halfling chicken butcher sold you again?
No, it's just good berry from over there on the bush.
I don't think they're right. I think they need to be taken care of.
All right. The wretched villagers come.
Villagers.
10, 15, 20.
Can I like?
Yeah.
Grabs his scissors.
Am I able to hold?
Him on the side.
Yes. You
Okay.
got these guys coming at. And Vecna's not there, so I mean whatever we can do.
No. Vecna's merely an observer.
Yeah.
A gigantic observer.
The watcher.
No, did that one just climb up on a rock?
It's by the rock.
Okay.
I could go like
Dwayne
that if you
Johnson.
want.
Right?
Can you smell what the people are cooking?
So when they come within striking
Yep.
range, I'm gonna fucking hit them.
Yep, you get first dibs before we go on. So
So now, does each person get an attack or something? Or?
correct. Yep, go for that. Yep.
Okay. So who came into range first?
I will say the one at the top side here. This one, that one first.
Okay, so Woody the Woodcutter is going to attack him with his hand axe.
What?
And
All
so
right.
is it just D20 for that?
Yep, you add your strength to the weapon to hit and damage. So whatever that is.
Okay.
Do you have a soundboard playing? I keep hearing.
So
Oh yeah,
two-
should I turn it off? It's
No,
the
it's fine. I thought every now and again there's an owl.
So sorry, does a 2 hit?
Cut her up.
I'm afraid not. Looks like
Okay.
a 3, but that doesn't hit either.
No, sorry, I forgot to add my modifier.
Oh, -1. Gotcha. Yeah, you can add the modifiers in with the roll. That would be best if you could.
Okay, I'll do that. Sorry, I've just
No
been doing
worries.
the. So then I guess going in speed order.
Flames.
Next would be Starla, who has a sling. Now, is that a ranged weapon? Do I need to be like?
No, you can use that. Go ahead. I mean, we just assume that you're positioned out, step back. You were ready for these guys, right? So you're sitting there spinning that sling,
Five to four
get
people.
close. Oh, looks like they're gonna come close. Remember, you guys aren't like necessarily stout warriors. You're like, she might have been like that old man at Helm's Deep in the Lord of the Rings movie where he just shot the arrow because he couldn't hold the bow any longer. You know.
All right, so Starla will attack at the same one that came first.
Hit it, Starla!
Hit it.
Somewhere
And-
somebody's got a lot of skin.
Right?
And that does. +1. 3 points of damage.
Nice. Still up. Hits the person in the face, and you kind of see like their eye get hit, and it like seems to ooze a little bit, like their eye might be plucked out, but they're still kind of moving. It almost looks like they took pleasure in that intense agony you just inflicted upon them.
Uh-oh.
That's
Okay.
fucking weird. Okay, then I guess
You got
next,
two more, right?
Yeah, next up will be Hattie the Habedasher going on the same
Now
one.
you guys can hit the up arrow key and zoom to past die 20 rolls, so you don't have to retype all this crap all the time. You can go a lot quicker doing that. Just change the modifier at the end. +1, -2, whatever that last modifier is. It'll make things go quicker.
Sorry. +0. So
Yes.
Missy,
Yeah, they seem to be pretty slow and lumbering, but they don't have that bad at AC.
and then Scottie the dwarf wants a fucking hit with his cudgel.
Oi, the cudgel!
15.
You've got a real weapon. I'm jealous.
Oh, smash your flat! Maybe not with a 1.
We do suck, don't we?
You definitely started, hit from the side of the head, and basically breaks. Looks like it breaks part of the jaw, but still up.
I believe that was everyone.
That was it. And so now the one that's hurt is going to take a mad swipe at who was the last one that hit them. Or I'll let you pick.
The last one to hit was.
No, I'll let you pick. Whoever gets hit here. So, because if you get to pick and the AC's higher and then they miss, then they miss, right?
I'll go with the first person to attack him, Woody the Woodcutter.
That was actually a pretty solid hit with a 19.
Oh shit!
So if Whitney dies, can we all go home?
Yes.
Sure. Oh, 3 hit points. Max damage.
Did Woody die?
Yeah, Woody has 0 HP now.
Exactly 0?
Yes.
Okay, so there's this term in DCC, which is not normally used for 0 levels, called rolling the body.
Mm-hmm.
So we do that at the end of the battle, where it's kind of like for heroes where, oh my god, they killed Woody! And then at the end of the battle, everyone runs over to Woody. Is he all right? And you roll him over, and he's still got the breath left in him, but it's like a luck check, so we'll do that in a little bit.
I might be able to bend him with my chicken meat.
There you go.
Oh no, we've lost our Woody!
Oh no, he's got a quick raid the body. He's got an axe.
Funny, right? He has an axe. Give it to somebody who's got something useful.
All right.
And then my
TPK.
The next one goes to one of Hal's peoples.
Okay, you can have.
Up to you. 6 misses.
Yes, it does. It misses Twinkle Swanky Pants, Elven Barrister.
Yep. This one had to go from a pretty far distance, and all they could do is get there.
Swanky pants.
Twinkle Swanky Pants, at your service.
Oh, that's awesome. And on Thing's character, because he hasn't gone yet, he gets to pick. 13 is a hit.
Yeah, I think that's a hit on any of these guys.
Oh shit, man! I'm rolling.
Ouch.
There you are. Who's dead, dude?
Maybe
Well,
not.
Bruno Snorglagger is not quite dead, but he is grievously wounded.
Right.
He was.
Okay.
Woody, no! Hey, Veyron.
That's it for them. Now next is
Anita.
All right, so let me get this right. So I'm throwing one character at you, right?
All of them.
all
Just all
4.
one character.
What?
You get to use
All
all
of them.
4.
All 4 of them. Okay.
They're all clustered together in one little terrified square.
Okay, so Angus, he's like, comes brooding up from the back, and he's like, I got this, you guys. Okay,
And so he grabs onto his short sword and he's like, yeah, let's
You've
do
got a
it.
short
a short sword.
Holy.
That's awesome.
Holy shit.
And
Thing's got chicken meat. That's his weapon.
Just gonna rub it on their mouth and nose and give them salmonella.
I don't move, but with the short sword, so I'm looking at the character sheet.
Which one are you moving towards? Move your character to wherever they're going after?
Okay, so I guess I'm the little blue one, right?
Correct.
I think. Okay. So I will go.
I made you the female character just to make my life sane, but we can change your icon if you want.
It's okay. I'll live. I'm fine with it. Okay, so I'm just going to go right here.
All right.
Do it.
Ooh.
Going to try and help whatever he was called, Dwarven something or other.
Okay.
You can go Broadleaf, Gentleman Explorer.
Yep. Or one. Yeah. Say
Bruno,
slash R 1d20 plus or minus whatever number is the modifier. So if you're using your short sword, it would be a plus to your strength to add to damage and to hit. Or minus, depending if your strength sucks. I don't know.
So it just says short sword plus 1, 1d6 plus 1.
So that's what you use. So it's
Plus
1
one
die
to hit,
20
plus
plus
one
1, and then if you hit, it's 1 die 6 plus 1 damage.
Okay,
You
so
have
I'm
you
going
have
to
a pretty
do
good strength.
so 1 d20 plus
1.
okay. So 12.
It's a hit.
Okay.
Well, 1 die 6 plus 1 damage.
1d6
Max damage.
5.
All right, so you go up.
You snap. Sorry.
The creature just
Going
hauls
on
off
my
and
new couch.
the creature hauls off, and like the human or whatever it is hauls off and gives a big punch, slams claw to Thing's character, like one of those poor little halflings or whatever, right?
Yep.
And does a lot of damage, and he staggers and he almost goes to one knee, and then you come up and lift up with the short sword right into the throat and drop the person, killing them.
And then Angus is, told you, that's how it's done.
Now, because that was your first character, you can move and do it to this next person here if you so wish.
Now watch me do it again.
Except for Angus is already gone, right? So
Angus is already gone. It's got to be another in the queue. Correct. Thank you.
Elenor pops up and says, I've got this, bitches.
That seemed to work for him. Oh, Hercules.
No, which character do I want to go next?
Up to you.
Who? I guess
That's the crack.
the halfling money lender. No,
He has a gigantic sack of money doing 29 d12 damage.
I guess so. Yeah,
But what about Tiny Tim, the son?
My halfling money lender, that's going to be Kevin. And Kevin,
Right.
he's a
I'm not drinking it for a good
he's got a
time.
little short sword as well, and he'd like to try to take a stab at it. So get out of the way, Angus.
You have two characters that have short swords? Seriously?
Yes.
Wow. The dice were generous to you. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Weren't they, though?
so Kevin goes up and takes a stab, and let's see. So I roll a d20, right?
Yep. Same as the other person, right? So
And then the bonus for his is plus 1. Plus 1. Plus
Oh.
1.
Can we just hide behind Wit's characters? That seems to be the best way to get
I
through
think
this.
so.
All right,
I
so
was like, oh, I have a woodcutter. That might be nope, fucking
He's
dead.
dead. Fuck that guy. He's dead.
D6. Let that one be my roll for my D6. I want it.
sure. Okay, so
My
9.
roll sucked. I rolled a 10.
Okay, so a 10 hits.
Oh, all right. Well, look at that, everybody.
And
you don't
so
have to
you
try
did-
that hard.
You come up and slash the neck of the next one, dropping it as well. You kill it.
Shit, dude. What else is going to show up?
After killing it, Kevin goes, ew. Kicks it a
Hello,
little bit with
I
the
am Olaf, and I have ballista.
And do I find any money on the body?
You can't do that just yet. Well, the other two are going to look at it. There's nothing on the either of the characters that you dropped. So
No
that's
equals no
your
buck.
turn. Right.
Okay. All right. And now I could do another character, right?
Shit.
Um,
Gonna mill it through the whole thing.
you know what? Yeah, you can, because you did 1 and 2. So, which you've been rolling actually really good. The damage has been pretty high that you rolled.
Okay. I can't
So
use the same characters again, correct? I have to
No.
use one of the other 2 characters that I haven't used, which is my
Halfling
Hattie.
Habedasher with a scissors. That's awesome.
Blue Woody.
So Hubbub really wants a chance to get through and get at him. And he grabs his scissors and he starts shaking and quivering a little bit.
Where are you moving? Move your character over, because I don't know who you're attacking.
Well, what's
These 3 haven't gone yet. Over
that
there,
thing
so-
right there? Is this a person?
That's thing.
That's me.
Group.
What about this one?
That's
That's
Hal's
me.
group. Can you guys see the name tags? Did I hide those back there?
You can only see my own.
Yep.
Shoot. Okay, I'll fix that.
Yeah, when you took away the ability to move other people, you took away
So that would be 1, 2. Okay, yeah. No, I've got enough space. So I'm going to go.
getting stuck in. Whoa.
Jesus.
Nope. I think it would be smarter to go here. So,
Are
yes.
you that smart?
Yes.
Twitchy the Habidasher.
Can you guys see the names pop up now for others?
Yes.
Oh, now Hal. Yep.
I guess my twitchy haberdasher wouldn't be able to be that smart, but oh well, he's going to go that far.
Perhaps
Cool.
he's wise.
Maybe that's what it is. All right, so now I got to roll another d20, and with the scissors, he's as a dagger, it's a -1.
Oh, I have to roll another d20 to attack because I've already killed 2 of them. I guess I
So
got
this
to
is
do it again.
16.
16 hits.
So Hubbub rolls a 16.
Oh, Bob.
Yep.
I
And now
like
it's a
that.
1 die 3, which roll 20 can do. Or wait, 1 die 4 -1. Wow, it's 1 die 4 for scissors.
That means
So
you
one
can
die
roll
4
1d4
minus
-1. Yeah.
Now you can put the minuses in with the roll, so you guys might as well do that. Make it easier. We'll see the modifier on the. Okay, so you didn't do that, but you rolled a 1, so 1 damage, still up.
All right.
And is that actually you have 1 more, right?
I do.
Jeez.
And you have a dagger for this one, and this is the Elven Sage. So this is a mithril dagger.
This is the Elven Sage. And so Elenor, my super awesome sage, is gonna be a badass. And with her dagger, it's +2. So let's see.
Wow, Elven Sage with a 17 strength. That's huge.
Jeez.
Seriously?
Elves are a class in this game, and they're essentially the fighter magic users of the
I rolled
original
a
basic
2.
set. And that is a miss. And even with the +2 you get is a 4. That's still a miss.
That is so bad. You know what? Like Eleanor's like, and
I only hit 3 of my targets and killed 2 of them. God, I suck.
You'll do better. We'll give you more chances.
she's just gonna go scurry off away.
Poor
Nobody
old
saw
Wade.
that.
This
No one.
won't do at all. So Hal's turn. He got attacked,
Oh.
and he was getting smacked
Oh,
around.
I got a turn. Shit.
Correct.
What do I want to use? Oh. Ah! Take this! Terrible fiend! Ha! And I attempt to stab it with my quill pen. Yes.
Awesome.
I have a quill pen.
There's also
I attempt to stab it with.
punches. You do
It's
punches.
not a
and
short
stuff.
sword. It's a quill pen because
I believe that is mightier than the short sword.
it may well be. Let us find out. Let's put that to the test. A
Yosef?
3. That includes my +2.
That's a natural 1. That's a fumble, actually. Boy,
Oh, do we
that
have
gets-
those now?
We have. Oh, you do. There are.
And spill your
Right, I'm using the wrong end. Stab myself in the eye.
You tickle him with the little feather.
Right? Just tickle him gently. He gets
Yeah.
aroused. Put his back up.
So he gets to roll a die 4. I think a fumble is the die 4. So roll a die 4.
I don't want to.
And we get to add. We get the modifier luck. So what's your luck
2.
modifier?
0.
What's your? Oh, your luck modifier 0. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the critical. The fumbles are fun. Fumbles are
Really?
fun. You
How they
trip,
go?
but may recover with a DC 10 reflex save. Otherwise, you must spend the next round prone. So let's do a reflex save for that guy.
15.
Oh, no problem. You stumble and fall like you.
Totally meant to do that.
The pen is mightier than
over
the.
here.
Excellent.
Okay. I gotcha, darling. Come on, Missy. Let's take a shot at this one.
Oh man, that's a creepy one, Al. That's like it puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the house again.
This is Sim Goatfondler, Radish farmer.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Bam! He's the only one
7.
that's got a decent weapon. He has a pitchfork, but he's
That's
not
nice.
that great with it. Yeah, if I can hit with it, which I cannot.
Now I thought, wasn't he the guy that had a minus to hit? Okay. Oh no, minus the damage.
He
Yeah.
has a plus and a minus to damage, because,
Lucky sign.
where's the fun in not having negatives on stuff, right?
Exactly. So the way this works, if you guys survive the funnel, these characters can then become first level characters to whatever you want.
Great.
And then they become real characters.
They're all going to become barbarians, Bill. All of them.
Oh, no.
Here we now that the stand
I'm doing
lady-
terrible. I'm doing very well over here. I got this. I got this. I got this. Glove maker.
Uh-oh. You have a
Didn't work. I
question mark
know.
instead of
Try that. That's a 5.
Oh, that's pain.
Goatfondler, son of Goatfondler, grandson of Goatfondler.
Remember Sully when I
Fondler.
said I'd kill you last? I
Of
lied.
goats.
Okay, so that's 3 of your guys that have rolled 7s or lower, right?
If only these were goats.
Stand back. I got this.
Yeah, he
Leave it
gets
to
a
me.
+2. He gets a +2 to attack goats. Absolutely, it's like his favorite
Leave it
episode.
to me. I got this.
But
I got this.
his dick.
Right? Because that's what he fights to fondle with.
This is my rifle. This is
Evan!
my gun. Oh, Hal, the gods are frowning upon you tonight. That's
Apparently they are. That was Stabs McPokerson cut first
awesome. Awesome.
with
I
his
love it.
dagger, the only good weapon I have, and he's terrible with it.
The only
So
good weapon you
terrible.
have now. Okay.
Yeah, right. Right, thing. Let's see what you've got left. Kill some things.
How much can I move?
30 feet movement and still do a
Okay.
standard action, kind of like D&D.
Actually,
You've got halflings that only move 20 feet.
Halflings
Yeah.
move 20 though, yeah.
Yeah, 3 of my characters move 20 and 1 moves 30.
Thing runs away.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the math on some of this.
I guess I'll move down here and attack this thing.
Get it.
So let's see. First, we will start with the much injured
Before he dies.
Bruno Snorglagger.
Oh, dear.
And let's see, with his hand axe.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't have an awl then, like
He's
I've
the-
got.
He's a chicken butcher. Of course you need a hand
Oh.
axe.
You got a hand axe for a chicken butcher.
Right.
I mean, how long
Oh.
did it go?
okay.
Head.
Never mind.
He's still holding like his arm that's bleeding severely, and he's
All the
not quite
dice are
swinging it
being
right.
cruel tonight.
So let's see. Next stepping up will be
You brute, you vicious brute.
Bingo Broadleaf, Gentleman Explorer, the Halfling Vagrant with his club.
Bingo Broadleaf, Gentleman Explorer. That
Is
sounds
that
like a
his
proper
full
weapon as
name?
well. That is his entire name. His last name is Gentleman Explorer.
It's actually not a club, it's a cane.
Hyphenated.
Exactly.
It's
Nice
13.
hit.
So wait, is his middle name the like mine is?
A vegan. That's funny.
Some of these peasants are so backwoods they don't even have last names, you know?
Let's see. So I strike him soundly with my club for 2 points of damage.
Ooh.
Good hit.
Righto, chap.
Still up. Still up.
All right. Then I guess it's up to Ŷrendyl, the Elven Artisan.
Oh, sounds
You have
fancy.
an elven artisan.
Yes. And
That sounds very cliche.
he will swipe at him with his staff most heartily.
Oh, except for that minus isn't very good.
That's minus. That hurts you. That was a miss.
I guess that leaves it just up to my final member, Adelard Chubb, the other halfling butcher.
Adelard.
Chubb. I love it.
I like that. Swoosh! Oh, we're rolling for shit tonight.
I mean, you guys, the dice aren't with you yet, but maybe that's not.
The longest adventure we've ever played. Shit,
Nick,
that's
it's
bad.
back to you, my friend.
Also,
Nick's
I would
all
like
on
to
you.
I would like to point out I now have 10,000 coins. So
oh, that's
So we should
bad.
start punching you so we can gather the money that falls out.
From
No, he
Sorcery,
means gold pieces in the chat so he can make a
Oh.
random encounter happen.
I wonder what group that's gonna happen to.
Right? It could be a gigantic barman in this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so
run real quick to the bio room.
Oh,
so
hello.
Woody is basically dead.
Oh, Woody.
I guess I'll go back to I'll have Hattie the halfling haberdasher attack this one with
Yep.
the scissors.
Yep.
Again.
He's really hurt.
Do they have any? Nope, they are a straight roll.
Hit.
For 10 hits.
10's the AC for these guys. Yep.
Okay.
They're essentially naked with no skin. So
So
That's
then
not terrifying.
the scissors do 3 points of damage.
and you stab in the chest as vital fluids leak out and they fall. Down.
Hooray!
How are the vital fluids not already leaking out?
Right.
Even more so from the inside, the vital fluids. The outer fluids are just dripping. That's not leaking. That's dripping.
Okay, then on to this one.
Okay. Move up.
Stepping in.
Yeah, I'll see if I
You
can-
can step on top of the one if you want. They're essentially. Oh, there
Isn't
you
there
go.
one behind you?
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I feel like that thing's got it.
There's enough people in chaos here that there's not really attacks of opportunity we have to worry about too much,
Right.
especially from like a normal person kind of perspective. If it was some horrible multi-armed monster, maybe.
We don't understand how that works anyway because we sell gloves.
That's right.
All we know
or
is
Chubb's the
multi-armed
chicken
creatures
farmer.
need more gloves.
Mhm.
That's right.
So the
Good
beautiful,
old Chubbs.
the incredibly intelligent Starla will attack with her sling of wonder,
Sling of Wonder.
which is actually just a thong she's converted into.
Amazing.
Nice.
Her spirit animal is a bunny. For some reason, there's bunny ears on this underwear. You don't know why.
For 8 hits with 18.
Amazing hit.
And let's
That's
see,
crazy good.
Connect between the eyes.
1d4 plus 1 damage.
Oh,
You hit him right between the eyes, and you hear the resounding crack of the frontal lobe of the skull. And they
Wow.
fall over dead.
Wow.
Hit with a one-shot hit kill with a sling. I don't know if I've ever seen that in any game I've ever played. Well done.
nice. Right. Veyron's like rolled over 10. It's really terrible. The dice pages did it
We
all.
just have one baddie to get.
2
Okay.
more. One's hurt and one isn't touched yet.
That is a nice. Is that a mask thing or is that your camera doing something?
It's a mask.
Oh, that
very
looks like a
good.
mask.
I like it. It's a Halloween special.
Is that your magical hoodie? Oh, that's a good one too.
Scottie, the Dwarven Apothecary, going to attack.
You have a Dwarven Apothecary?
Yeah, he's going to attack with his cudgel.
Because it's hard to discern poisons and some of the dwarven ales that they make, so why not do both?
And cudgel is your name for your penis, right?
13.
Hit!
Jesus.
Hurt. Chop into their left arm that's facing you, and a bunch of blood gouges out. You kind of hear them like trill with almost a laughter and almost like they're getting pleasure out of the pain you're inflicting on them.
Is this Hellraiser? Are we playing Hellraiser, the RPG?
I think you might be.
If Pinhead shows up, I'm calling bullshit.
Oh, this is a totally independent character called Nailhead.
Nailhead.
Totally different for copyright reasons.
I mean, nail butt.
Tack face.
I left Woody on the ground.
Just watch out.
Possibly dead.
Yeah.
All
All right, what we got left?
What you got? Two people left. They're both hurt. So Nick, how many more guys you got? You got Woody's down, right?
That's it.
That was it. Okay, so now we have the wretched villagers. So, boy, which should we do here? So one will be one will be Anita, and two will be Nick. Nick. So this one here goes to attack. Atma Conjure loves pain. And an 8 misses. You hear that word distinctively, and there's no one in the town that has that name.
What did they say?
Atma
Conjure
loves pain.
Loves pain. Okay, so they
Atma Conjure loves pain.
Correct.
Like French bread?
Yep, just like French bread.
That's a fail.
Oh, chocolat.
All right, so the person reaches out and goes to slash, but some of the wounds that they've taken from the axes and the slings and the different accoutrements have been hindering their ability to attack, apparently, because they miss with an 8.
Just barely.
And the next one will be one will be Hal, and 2 will be Thing.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh, of course.
Yay!
Ooh, with a 19.
Ouch.
Yay!
All right, now hold on a second here. How have I rolled 3s every single time? Is this roller jacked up?
It's random.
What roller are you using? Because I need to use it.
So now I'm rolling 2 1s in a row. I'm just throwing stupid. I guess it's pretty random because it's only 1 die 3, right?
Totally random.
Anyway, 3 damage is what I rolled. Sorry.
3. Well, I think that spells the end for Bruno Snorglagger.
Poor old Bruno. What was he?
He was a halfling butcher.
Oh
What
no!
about Butcher? But he has a decent weapon there, Hal.
What about
chicken? Was he a chicken butcher?
Yes.
Okay.
is Jimbo Bumblequist Gentleman Pickfucker still okay?
Goatfondler.
I don't remember your character's name.
We need to do it. We do need to do introductions when we see who's left. By the way.
All right, so that was it for them.
Congratulations. You fucking survived.
With the whirling dervish of death has cleaned out half
kill
of
everything else, Whit.
Yeah.
So there's 2 left, and they're both hurt.
Whoop.
Squad.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I left the game on accident. I didn't mean to do that. I hit the back button on my mouse.
Fucking fired. You are fucking fired.
You had one job.
One job, it doesn't pay, but
Right? It does in adoring fans.
well, yeah.
So what am I getting paid in then? Because
Really?
I've seen
No,
chat before.
So Elenor goes, I want to try again. And so she's going to try and take a whack at it with her dagger.
Stabby.
Stabby. And for her, she gets +2.
Jesus.
So 1d20 +2. Roll 21.
That's a huge hit.
Yeah,
All right. And then for the damage, she's going to roll 1d4 +2.
So you haul off with your right hand, come across, stab him in the side of the skull, and just they twitch like Deadpool and just fall over. Only they don't move after they're dead like Deadpool. Dead. Excellent.
She's told you I could do better.
All right, that's only the first attack. Goodness. I think we're knowing who's MVP tonight here. I don't know.
Right? It's just wit and
Still
friends.
one left. To be truthful, they were both hurt really bad. So
All right. And so now that was the one. So that one's dead. Let me move her. Okay, so the one that's left. Can I move and still attack the one
Yes.
that's right here next to me?
yep, because there's essentially 4 of you,
Okay.
right?
So
this-
then the one that's gonna attack Angus is like, no way, I'm not gonna get shot up by a girl. And so he's like pushing through, and he grabs his short sword, and he very lovingly strokes it in kind of a way that gives you this feeling that, you know, he's maybe done that motion with his hand before,
very
but
uncomfortable
maybe
way.
not just with the end of a sword. And he's like, I got this, man. And so he shoves her out of the way like a total douche. He's like, ugh. and
Magical
goes
short
for
sword phallus.
it. So we're going to roll a d20, and it's going to be +1.
Jesus.
Natural 20 is a critical hit. Why don't we roll that?
This is bullshit. This game is bullshit.
The name of the game is Quit Wins.
Roll a 1d6.
I know. I'm just laughing. It's
So that's a
Angus goes,
so
You got
that's the damage. But what was the roll of 1d6? What's your luck modifier? Roll a 1d6 with the luck modifier too for the critical.
with a luck modifier. A luck modifier for that one would have been, he's the Caravan guard, luck -1.
Okay. All right. So you rolled a 3 -1. Okay. Foe jabbed in the eye, ugly bruising and inflicting an additional +1/4 damage with a strike. So you stick the short sword in their eye, and they just sit there and twitch and shake and flump to the ground dead. Like you did like double damage of what they had as max hit points almost total. So
And Angus goes, see guys, told you that's how it's done.
This game
that one is
the
just
dirtiest
gonna be
part
like
of my dick.
birding.
Agnes.
Agnes.
Sorry,
Awesome.
Liz Dexia.
But
It's funny.
Awesome.
are you saying I look like a girl?
Hey, Woody, you all right there?
I think he's dead.
Oh,
It's up to you. You want to try rolling the body?
Yes.
We'll turn him over.
Let's roll him over.
All right. So with the one that's dead is Woody, correct?
Yes.
So what you want to try to do is, and normally you don't do this for 0 levels, they just bite it, right? But you guys have a limited pool here, so why don't you roll his luck? So how you do this is a little bit different. So you roll a die 20 and try to get under his luck.
So if your luck's 0, you're screwed.
No,
stat, right?
No, the stat.
Oh, okay.
Stat.
I have one that has a look of 5. Just throwing that out there.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Which means all the random stuff happens to you. Because like when it says, "Oh, the rock falls in the ceiling and hits a random party member," it's the one with the lowest luck. So
Bruno,
Okay.
who died, had an intelligence of 4.
So
we haven't rolled him over yet.
So let's roll him over.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and let's see. He's got a luck of 13.
It's totally going to be a 14 then, isn't it? Oh, 16. Unknowable. Oh, no.
So that's actually bad because you had a 13 luck. And you
No, I
rolled
know.
over it.
We're celebrating the bullshit of it all.
Okay, so he's
no.
Yeah,
We've
it
lost our Woody.
Ba ba ba
Hang
ba
on.
ba 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 ba.
Let's roll over Olaf, whatever his name was.
Goatfondler's like
Olaf?
still warm.
Fucking Olaf.
Was he Olaf? What was he called?
What was the other one? What was the other one that did it?
Oh, Bruno, but he's at like -2.
No,
Roll-
you go to 0 and it just
Oh,
it's
okay.
like that. You know?
We'll
Bruno's
roll
short,
Bruno. We're rolling you, Bruno.
So it's a D20 plus his luck. Or no, D20 and miss.
Yeah, just roll a die 20 and then try to get under. That's all. There's no modifier.
All right, his luck
Equal
is
to or lower, I should say.
15. Oops, I need a space. 19. No way.
Dead
Those
eye.
people are dead.
Yep.
Down to
These
trio.
people are dead. We will mourn them by taking their better weapons.
Yeah, can we?
You
Absolutely.
can't. You've already got better weapons.
I was going to say there's
Bruno did have a hand axe.
That is a good weapon. I mean, can anyone use this, or is it appropriate to the...
anyone can use it. It doesn't have to stay with the characters. It's just whoever wants to write it down, right? Essentially, 0 levels are quote quote proficient in everything, but they just kind of suck in other ways, right?
Bruno had a hand axe, 18 copper pieces, 5 pounds of chicken meat, and a large sack.
Hopefully the chicken meat's in the sack. His gold's in the sack, and he's just carrying the chicken meat in his hands.
His hands in his mouth, you know.
Woody had a hand axe, 28 copper pieces, a faggot. I'm sorry, a bundle of wood, and a lantern.
Lantern.
It's
So
not
who
bad.
wants that? Do you want to give it to some of your other characters before we all loot you?
Yeah, I think Scottie is gonna take.
So just write it down, yeah.
Thing, you gonna hand your hand axe off to somebody useless?
Sure. The elf will take the hand axe.
That makes sense. That way we're kind of mitigating the issues.
The elf will start to get rashes. It won't be for several hours,
Oh,
but
that's right, 'cause
he has an
iron-
iron allergy.
I thought the wooden half might have. Never mind. Let's
He's a what?
More about close proximity.
let somebody else take that hand axe.
I mean, you could use it probably for the rest of the adventure without any minuses, but it could start having problems, you know?
He'll stick to his staff. It's more fabulous, anyways. Like him.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have a character that sucks? What does the hand axe do?
D6.
So I do have my Hubbub the Haberdasher chaos guy with his stutter and his scissors.
What does his scissors do? Are they a terrible weapon?
Yeah,
Dagger.
like -1 and a
That's from your-
D4.
That's your
It'll-
strength is the minus one.
It'll still be a -1. It'll just be D6 -1 if you give him a hand axe. There's nothing like a twitchy guy with mercury poisoning running around with a hand axe.
Well, like
I think-
Bruno had a +1 with the hand axe, but he's got a strength of +0, but he's got a +1 luck. So I wasn't sure if it was the luck or the strength.
It's the strength, but if you look at your lucky sign, you might get a bonus to melee damage.
+1, yep.
Yep, and that's based on your luck modifier. So Hal has the same lucky sign, but unfortunately his luck sucks. Therefore, he has a -2 to melee damage, and
-2.
That kind of sucks.
Just like my other chicken butcher has a skill checks, including thief -1.
So you
thief minus, which is just so honest. He talks to himself while he's picking locks.
He does have thief tools, but he sucks with them.
I'm gonna pick this lock, guys. I'm gonna do it.
I double lock the door.
He can't help but sing the song "Bad Boys" whenever he's trying to sneak into a place.
What you wanna do?
Bob, get the hell out of here! It's the 3rd time this week, you bastard.
So his it's a D4. So there's something that's a D6 that would give me maybe a slightly higher chance of doing something than this is.
It will just do more damage. A hand axe.
Okay.
It'll make it a D6.
Then let's give him a hand axe.
You should do that.
Yeah, he's upgrading his services to also include a really good shave.
With a hand axe. Your twitchy Habedasher.
Hey, that's how the Vikings do it.
All right, so the hand axe is going to give me what then?
1d6 damage.
So it's okay. So it's going to be -1, but it'll be 1d6 -1. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. And that's a hand axe now.
So we recognize these people as the people that have gone missing.
Yeah, once you kind of get to know that they're sitting there inert and dead, and you kind of notice that it's not all of them, but like a couple of them, you notice they disappeared maybe a month or 2 ago. So they're not some of the recent ones. So there's still some that are unaccounted for, but
so it's possible that we're going to find Belissa.
Possible, yeah. You're pretty sure one of these is a woman, but it's not Belissa. You're sure.
Okay.
Would these any be passable as chicken meat in the shop tomorrow?
There could be a Jimmy Hoffa body removal service that happens and turns them into different food on the cheap. Sure.
I mean,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre chili cook-off tomorrow.
It's all kinds of critters to make Farmer Vincent's fritters.
We're offending Nick, apparently, the vegan here. So sorry, Nick.
I haven't seen that movie in ages.
No, mostly Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is what offended me.
That's fair.
Really?
That was pretty offensive. I still go back. I still go back as an adult. The heaviest laugh I ever did as an adult, which is probably either the movie Something About Mary, or the episode Scott Tenorman Must Die of South Park.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, your parents.
When the sweet tears of sorrow, he's licking the guy's face. Do you like the chili, Scott? Do you like the chili?
Oh yes, you made me eat my pubes. Yes.
The worst thing though about Chainsaw Massacre 2 is just that sound of the wire on Chop Top's head. That scraping noise.
Yeah. Bubba, you crazy son of a bitch, you dead in my plate. All right, we're back to the normal massacre instead of Chainsaw Massacre.
I mean, if we had a chainsaw, we'd still roll 5s and 7s. So it wouldn't actually make
We'd massacre ourselves.
That's true, and someone did do a fumble, so there might have been a dismemberment by accident.
That was me.
Because you, all of you would know that you'd have some kind of cauterized dismemberment if you actually did have a real lightsaber. You know that you would mess around with it, and someone would decapitate themselves by accident.
Oh, shit!
All right.
Hey.
I guess Adelard and Chubb will gather the 5 pounds of chicken meat from the downed chicken butcher.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you guys are essentially either spreading it around or writing it on another character, but write it down.
I'm not writing 5 pounds of chicken meat on any of my characters. I'm just saying.
I got all the notes. I love notes.
There's a lot of notes.
Y'all should see my garbage because I'm basically writing in like a PDF file with the draw function, and it looks fucking awful.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, just write it on a piece of actual notepad or something.
Nope.
It doesn't have to be anything formal.
Nope.
That's pretty funny. All right, are we continuing up this road? Or do we take these bodies back to town?
Leave them behind. We'll come back for them.
But what about Woody and that other guy?
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dead weight. Get it.
Snap.
I sent it to the Facebook group.
Was
What
that
did you say?
good?
Oh, a picture of your notes. Did we just lose thing? He just dropped off.
I-
Into
Oh, where'd he go?
I back buttoned, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's good. I guess
You're
it's
not
not
the
just
only
me.
person that does it. I look like on Twitch now. Now I'm Hal. Look at me. I'm Hal. Like,
I'll do that. Do that. Is that how I move? I move like this. So it's Sam.
all fucking British.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Where's my fucking tea?
Right? Where is my fucking tea?
Tea biscuits. Oi.
Leah,
Oh my
it's not
God.
big enough. Oi, Leah, fuck me harder in the bum bum. Oi.
Shit.
Damn. This is getting personal here.
Come
Huh?
on, it's like,
Thank you
do me
all.
like a greengrocer. Come on.
Do me like your greengrocer.
Oh my god. All right. You guys move along.
Leah,
to
fuck me with that
the
can of
keep.
baked beans.
Sideways.
Ooh,
Hello.
spooky keep.
Right.
Apparently it's raining.
Where is that?
Heading further north and somewhat west in the direction, the sky is getting brighter in red color, actually, as the forest starts to thin out. Stopping at the edge of a cliff. So right at the edge here where you guys are at, there is something you don't remember seeing here before. At the edge of this cliff was this bridge. There are two flayed forms hanging crucified at the threshold of the natural rock bridge. Some
Doesn't seem very
horridly,
nice.
exactly, some horridly obese bat lands on one of the corpses and begins to happily gnaw away at the still dripping muscles. The stone bridge, yeah, exactly. The stone bridge is roughly 50 feet across, and it's pretty easily two abreast could go across it, and the dwarves in the group are pretty certain it's pretty darn sturdy construction looking. It leads to a rocky outcropping, which is the foundation of this ancient keep, looming in front of you. The walls are very weathered and scarred, as you can kind of see from the erosion of time, maybe even battles long forgotten. Atop its highest standing tower, you spot some movement dancing in the crimson light of this sky. It's almost like some kind of light up in the sky that's beaming crimson red.
Probably that Balessa dancing to the demons that flayed all our townsfolk.
Townsfolk.
We are in the court of the Crimson King. Bow, now, 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 now.
So, who are these people? Who are these people? Who are those people?
It's
You don't know
pretty.
who these bodies are?
It's kind of dark, but you guys kind of pull up the torches, and you don't really recognize them necessarily, but they look like they're somewhat, I'll say, fresh, because they're still kind of dripping like ichor and blood from they're flayed as well, similar to the townsfolk that you ran into in town.
Is there blood
You
on
sit
the
there. There's a lot around the base of the wood poles and logs that are used as these crucifixions. These
How are
crosses
they
that sit around.
attached to the logs? Are they tied or are they nailed?
They are nailed.
Do they appear dead?
There is no movement. They do appear dead.
Poke them just to be
Are
sure.
you gonna go and investigate closer to verify that they're dead?
No,
Yes.
I'm gonna poke them with my pitchfork, which is long.
All right. So who's doing that? Is the
That would be Sim Goatfondler, Radish Farmer.
That's amazing.
The
Uh,
red part.
I'm gonna poke him with
No,
my pitchfork.
Ow.
Come on, Missy.
Which
Come
one?
on.
The one on the right or the one on the left? North or south or whatever?
The one on the... I think I'm nearest the southern one, so I'll poke that one.
Hal,
Yes.
can you do a Welsh accent for that character to make it really believable?
Hold on. Hills and valleys. I'm gonna poke this one over here.
Pork it? What?
I'm going to poke it.
Explicit tag.
Yeah, really? Hills
So
and valleys.
So how
Porking
many
is very
times does
different in
the
the
pitchfork
state.
have?
All right, so you kind of stab, and there's really nothing that happens to the body. It just kind of twitches there and twitches there. But as you notice, the big fat bat on the other pole over here kind of like takes flight, because at the same time, both heads of both of these things twitch and erupt out of the bodies. The skin on the faces splits in the middle, erupts to the side, and becomes like leathery wings that start to flap. And the heads detach, pulling with them the spines that whip around like tails.
It's like
Roll for initiative.
Well, that was
So let me make sure I
unexpected.
got that description right. So their head became separated from their body, and then the skin stretched off of their face so far that it became like flappy wings in the air.
Correct.
Just like fuck me. Oh dear. Initiative, fastest character.
That's just
Oh, that's a 4 and a 3 from Thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, a 14 from Nick and a 27 from Wit.
You'll have to go slow so that Wit's characters take care of
It's a natural 20 from Wit.
Seriously? I'm trying to keep track of everything.
yeah.
Who rolled what? People are rolling like, oh wow. She's a mad fiend. I guess,
Apparently, I know how to click the button tonight.
Sweetie, what cereal?
Evan's in for a surprise later.
Yeah, what cereal did you eat tonight? We all want that.
Oh,
Right.
it was Special K.
Special
Okay.
K.
Short bus.
With
With strawberries.
Oh,
You can't actually get the
my
combat on the
son totally
screen.
gobbles that down. That's his favorite cereal.
I'm gonna lose another character, aren't I?
Probably.
Is that happy ass face? What the hell is that?
You notice
Happy
that this
Bat face?
bat is not, in fact, a bat. It is clearly bat wings on a child's head.
Yeah, it looks like a
Did you
melted
roll that, Bill?
doll face. That face.
No, it's actually from the module. I actually cut and paste the picture from the module, made
Jesus.
tokens for everything.
Why would you?
Horrifying. I can just get it on the screen on the stream.
Why would you draw that?
Well, it's better than that stupid child Teletubbies.
Horrifying.
Don't
This is the
forget
Halloween special,
the
mother.
Batwing face.
Hey, Wit, why don't you beat it with something?
I will.
Should.
Is
Fucking
this
horrifying?
pop brought to you from the same people that brought you scary stories to tell in the dark?
Exactly. Goosebumps. R.L. Stein.
All right.
And no one's surprise, Anita gets to go first.
Surprise. I'm gonna be dead before we turn around.
So, what is the speed for her is 30. How
got
much
this.
is each of these squares? 5?
Joe.
Yes.
Okay.
I tried to.
1, 2, 3.
a gigantic one at the top of this map.
That's the picture that I wanted to reveal that the older ones look like.
Or God, this is so stupid, but I'm gonna be here anyway, so. Yep.
Hello.
All right. So Elenor goes, ew, and accidentally attacks in the middle of being grossed out.
Accidentally attacked.
And accidentally attacks. That's awesome.
Just kills it.
Yeah, we're fucking murdering.
She goes to like gross out and push away and then jabs the dagger towards it, but let's see how successful she is. All right, so where's the dice thing? Oh, there it is. I had.
If you hit the up arrow key, you might be able to repeat the roll 20 rolls. So hit, of course. Now, which one are you attacking? The one north, the child head, or one of the adults?
The one north.
Adult or kid?
Next to Vecna. Okay.
Adult,
and then
the adult one or the child one? I'm confused.
Oh, it's one of them. Oh.
There are 2 adults and 1 child. There are 3 heads total.
Oh, I see. So it's 2 adults and 1 child. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm going after this one. How's that?
Sure. The adult, go for it.
There we go. All right. And so I need to roll a D4 plus 2.
Jesus. It's 5.
All right.
Yeah.
I hit the mute button by accident. All right, so you reach up and stab and stick it up underneath the chin, up through the top of the head, and pull it out, and it just flumps to the ground inert, killing it instantly with one masterful hit. It's almost like you're destined to be an adventurer. You're done with this peasant crap.
So Elenor grabs her dagger and pulls it back and goes, I think I like this.
Next.
Next is going to be Kevin.
Kevin. It's just called Kevin, right?
The halfling moneylender.
Kevin, the halfling moneylender.
You know, halfling moneylender adventurer.
Short sword. And Kevin's going to be like, I guess I'm going to swing at this and shit.
Kevin's Ringo style.
He ate exactly. He ate all the cheese pizza.
Thomas.
I love how that's never a nationality accent. It's just Ringo.
Yeah,
Totally.
well, it is an accent. It's just Ringo style.
It's just Ringo.
Every time he walks in a room, he has to flash the rings.
We need to get Whit to read Thomas the Tank Engine. Is he the Tank Engine over here? Or is he Thomas the Train?
I thought it was
both. I've heard both of them, but so I don't know which one it is. But we used to call it Thomas the Tank Engine when we were little.
Well, he's Thomas the Tank Engine. Do you have the Fat Controller, or is it something else here?
It's probably passive aggressive microaggression. They probably call him somebody else, like the Plump Jolly.
No, it's something. I think he's got a name here rather than the guy in the suit with the top hat.
That's Topham Hat. Yeah.
Okay, so
Topham Hat.
So in
he's
the
called
English
the Fat
version,
Controller in the
just
UK.
Called the Fat Controller. He doesn't have a name.
Okay.
Not even that fat. Not by American standards.
Worse. That's quite clearly worse. Like,
That's crazy. Who the
It's just called the Fat Controller. Not bad.
Does he control fat, or is he fat and he controls?
Yes, it's his superpower. He controls fat.
He's secretly Baron Harkonnen, and he's wearing a hat. We all wear the heart plugs here, Thomas.
That's so terrible.
no. Okay, so I rolled a d20 and it was horrible. It was an 8.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're not used to missing, but that is a miss.
Okay.
These things are called head bats. That's ridiculous. That's worse than Fat Controller.
Kevin kind of shrugs and goes,
All right. Well, I guess I'll try better next time.
Said Thomas.
I ditto.
Said the fat controller.
He says, well, I think I could do it next time. I got this.
All right. And then stumbles off. And then Hubbub comes skittering up. He's like, I got it. And rolls the d20 with a -1. Roll 7.
And that's another miss. Uh-oh.
He goes, I don't got it.
The dice gods might be shining on someone else because they're starting to look down upon Anita.
Maybe. And then Angus is like, well, I guess it's up to me again, you know.
Poor old Angus.
Starts stroking his short sword. He's like, I got this though, you know. Okay.
Is he gonna lick it like Jesus the bowler in Big Lebowski?
You know what? For you,
Jesus?
he picks up his short sword, licks it, and then he's like, let's see what we can do. All right, roll.
Jesus.
Oh, hits.
All of.
Again.
And then
Kill it with impunity and fire.
It's D6 plus 1. Roll.
The belt head or the cherub head?
You hear the distinctive cry of an infant as you slaughter it and kill it.
Keep stabbing.
Yes.
It doesn't feel right to kill a baby, but I guess kind of it does.
Start to feel the flow of the dark side permeate your soul. This
What was
killing
the
is
dark side?
interesting.
What is this feeling coming over my body?
Before they've even had a chance to
Very
take flight and
tingly.
escape, they were clearly leaving, and you slaughter them where they stand.
We're clearly not leaving.
Clearly cleaving.
All right, well, I'm done. That put me through everybody.
Okay, it just took out more than half of the monsters there, but that's good. So we've got the cherub headbat is slaughtered, and that leaves Nick. Nick is next.
All right, so there's what, one adult head bat? left,
Correct.
right?
Its spinal cord is still attached, whipping around. Like it's clearly part of a weapon, and it's got human teeth. They're not necessarily sharp or anything, but it's definitely seems to have a masticulated mouth that it's like hanging almost like a snake jaw where it opens really big. Clearly going to bite you.
Starla, in her infinite wisdom, knows not to get charmed. So she's going to attack first with her sling.
Get
Nice.
it, Starla.
Pick up a rock and sling it at the bat.
Hit. With a
13.
Yeah,
Its
these
stupid
are
bat face.
not horribly fast. These.
Rock.
Let me make sure I don't have any other weird. Nope. Okay.
A rock wing.
2 points of damage.
Heard it is still flying. It looks like it's about to take flight. And it looks like it's going to come towards you. But what?
So-
Who else do you have?
So
Why don't you attack with Woody? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, we lost our Woody.
Swing Woody at him.
So Hattie, the hat maker, then quickly lifts up her scissors and goes and charges at the bat.
You should have attached the scissors to the hat and do the James Bond odd job shit where you're
Take odd job of
the odd job with the hat. That'd be fucking awesome.
an 11.
Hits.
Woohoo!
That's fine.
For let's see how much damage. 1 point of damage.
You take a hunk out of one of the leather appendages of the wing and it's bleeding, but it is still up. You look like you hurt it really bad though.
Scottie pulls out his brand new hand axe that he took off his friend's corpse.
which is still warm to the touch from the other person that owned it.
Right.
There's still some of his blood on it. He goes, I'll show you how it's done. Runs at the adult-headed bat and jumps with his stubby little dwarven legs in the air to attack at it.
Oh, and it's a hit.
And that does.
Describe how you kill it. You leap into the air. How do you destroy it? It only had one hit point left.
Well, let's make sure I can hit it.
I hit it with an 11.
Well, the hand axe. Well,
you do a minimum of 1 damage, even with a minus the damage.
Okay then.
Yeah, you heal it with your hand axe strike.
Exactly. It's always a minimum of 1 damage, but there could be multiple 1 damage rolls.
It does 1d6 minus 1, so I might not actually make it.
But even if you rolled a 1, that minus 1 wouldn't count. You have to do at least 1 damage. There's always a minimum of 1. So you're good.
Let's see how much damage. Okay, so I do 3. So I want to just like clunk it straight in the fucking head, like, and like
clunk it. I like that.
Just slowly, like,
and then it's like attached to your axe, and you have to put your foot on it. And
That is good.
Like,
yeah.
like when you take a knife and get an avocado stone out.
Oh wait, these are
you can't
wings.
get it off the fucking knife.
You got it.
Oh!
These aren't wings. It's its fucking face. I can't get it. Okay, there it goes. Now, if this was a chicken, boom, the halflings would have been totally on that shit.
Yeah.
No worries, just like twist of the wrist and it would have gone flying into the box.
So everything's dead?
10 piece.
Yes. You guys are definitely closer now.
Forward.
And you're definitely healing. You're definitely hearing what almost sounds like chanting coming from the keep.
Well, that can't be good.
Oh, I love a good sing-along.
A clear porculus is down and closed on the gate across the bridge, and it does appear that there is a fortified wooden door closed behind said porculus. It seems to be rather impregnable door here.
But the wall's got big holes in it, right?
I will edge across there.
Have the goat fucker whip his dick out and try to impregnate the walls.
All I heard was goat fucker and dick out. It piqued my interest, but I didn't actually catch the sentence.
Have him try to impregnate the walls.
Oh, you mean Sim Goatfondler? He's not a goat fucker. That's the other village over.
Totally. They have a club that they meet once a month. You know, there's dudes.
That's his cousin from the other village.
You're getting me mixed up with Tim Goatfucker. It's not me.
I'm
Sim Goatfondler.
Tim the goat fucker
with a mustache.
Right.
That's right. He looks like me with a mustache. Looks like a goat tail stuck to his top lip. It's definitely not a goat tail stuck to his top lip.
So one of Nick's the Dwarven Apothecarist is basically like, this is a pretty sturdy bridge, and you can go 2 across, even though the picture doesn't quite align to that. So it's a pretty wide, but in like a Star Wars-esque style, there are no like railings or anything. It seems to be a relatively natural rock formation for this bridge.
I'm moving across the bridge.
If only we had a grapple.
Yeah, the edges have crumbled away slightly, but everything is pretty solid and sturdy. You get over there.
This is gonna get left behind.
Anybody else moving over? We've got.
I'll go.
The porculus, like I said, is closed, and it's flanked by these 40-foot tall square towers on either side. And
what can we see through it? Or
you
is there a
can't.
door?
You can't. There's a fortified wooden door, solid, that is closed on the.
So there's a portcullis and then a door behind it.
Yeah, which is separated by about 10 feet. So there's a porculus 10 feet, then a solid door. You can't see anything.
So we're saying this is a killing area. Then is what we're thinking.
I have rope. I have 50 feet of rope.
It's a trap.
And high on the battlements above, there's essentially stags, like I'll say gargoyles, but they're essentially look like deer stags. It's like a crest of some kind. Clearly statues made of stone.
Those aren't coming alive. Kill us.
And the sky is kind of getting brighter red. You see up in the sky kind of like the full moon, but it looks like it's eclipsed somehow. Like the bottom, similar to what the picture has above, it's like the bottom, almost like this angled smile face, if you will, that is bright red and glowing with a kind of an eerie light around.
That's not normal, right?
It's totally not normal. You guys are like crossing yourselves, like Dominus Ominous, praying to whatever different gods you have in the pantheon. But you guys hear on the other side of the gate clearly rhythmic drumming and what sounds like voices chanting. You can't tell if there's what they're saying. Like the words aren't clear, if they are words. It might just be music.
That doesn't matter. Drumming and chanting is never good.
Singing Stevie Wonder,
I want to try and lasso one of the stags with my rope.
All right. Okay. Make a agility check, like essentially a ranged check.
Stag lassoing check. Do it. Make that stag lassoing. Angle it.
You totally nail it. So who threw it? Who's got the rope?
That was the ranged fighter, Starla.
Starla's got it in one with a natural 20. That is like a completely, everyone's like, holy, there's some impressiveness going on there. So you got some swag. So what are you doing with that rope now that's up there?
We're gonna climb. Let's do some climbing.
All right, so since you got a rope up there, the DC to start climbing is pretty simple.
So we're gonna climb to the moon?
Yeah, so who's
climbing
climbing
over the gate?
Yeah, Stella's climbing. Make a strength check. So die 20 plus your strength.
Okay.
What's the roll to look up her skirt while she climbs the rope?
That would be luck to make sure she doesn't notice you doing it.
You big boy.
Well, actually, I'll ask Anita. Anita, what would be the stat? Would it be luck to avoid being seen, or would it be agility to go, or would it be intelligence to see quickly and then absorb all the visual splendor and memorize it? I don't know.
To not be seen?
Or was it wisdom so that they would know not to do that?
I think it takes luck. Because skill's only going to get you so far.
Yeah.
Boom. All right.
So rolled a 7.
Okay, so you start to climb up, and it's not that hard because you're on a rope. Unfortunately, you hear what sounds like a child's laughter.
One of the creepy head things.
We don't have to go to the moon.
You see it fly away, but before it flies away, it's deftly pushed the stone gargoyle off of the plinth. Not only does it come crashing down, but it hit the bridge on the end here,
Jesus.
and unfortunately, completely breaks this entire section off. Now, the part of the bridge is completely solid, so none of it breaks away except for this part. But I'm going to roll 1 die 2.
Now I have a chasm.
And we have one other Nick character that needs to make me a reflex save.
Oh no!
And I'm gonna give Stella a reflex save at a -2.
Her name is
Because
Starla.
she is hanging onto said gargoyle as it does the cartoon.
Does she have a
You're holding onto the rope and you see it pass you, and then you go following it down.
Okay.
It's good that Stella died, but Starla still survives.
Yeah, Starla is the prostitute.
Oh, was Starla the one that had the rope that you threw? That's the one you roll at a -2.
All right, so -2.
Same about Twyla.
So
put the
Starla
put the -2 on.
Oh, that's a -1.
Okay,
Oh, that's awful.
So she plummets. Because it's a natural 1, I'm sorry, that's a plummet to your death.
She's gonna hit the ground, and that thing's gonna land on top of her, but she's gonna be trapped and broken, but not quite dead.
It's about, it basically goes into darkness, you don't know how far, maybe 100 feet, maybe more, but she is quite dead.
Okay.
However, the second one, you make a straight reflex save. DC's not horrible.
But do I get to pick who it is?
Yes.
You're running out of options.
I thought you already said, but I wasn't sure who you said, so it's up to you.
No, I guess I'll do Hattie because they have a slightly better reflex.
Sure. Now I want to say that the person that just fell, that equipment is not recoverable.
Yeah.
Oh.
So all that chicken meat.
You don't remember her saying, "Here, hold my axe while I."
Natural 20. You know what? Because you rolled a natural 20 and the other one rolled a natural 1, I am going to have you make a luck check. So roll die 20, add or subtract your luck modifier. If you make a 15, you're able to catch the other person before they fall to death.
Oh.
Okay, so
it's DC 15.
A luck for the
luck or agility. I'll give you either luck or agility to try to catch the Stella who is falling to her death.
Starla.
Okay. So Starla's falling. She rolled a natural 1. She's gonna fall to her death. But because you rolled a natural 20, you catch the lip, and because you rolled awesome, if you make a DC 15 check, you can catch her. Now, DC 15 agility or luck, pick. And it's that character's luck or agility.
I'll go with agility because it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Wow!
That's nice. You actually catch her, she's not dead. Good work. That's amazing. I didn't think you'd pull it off. Because DC 15, that's a hard check, you know?
Yeah.
Especially not after we started rolling this game.
Right. Okay, so apparently the luck gods have shifted from Anita to Nick.
I guess that's what happened.
But I will assume that I lose the rope.
Yes. That's a good assumption. That is fair. Because it's attached and it went completely plummeting down. However, there is a potential. I mean, again, you guys are peasants, right? You just saved her life. There might be a potential romantic relationship here. But I don't think we want to hear, and maybe the listeners do, chime in on Twitch, if we want to hear a potential sparking romantic relationship beginning between two of Nick's characters. So he's going to try to romance himself. Do we want to?
I mean, he's going to do that later anyway. He could just send pictures then.
Yeah. He'll romance himself.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
He's like, I am the best I've ever had.
It's just Nick with a camera in his bedroom knocking one out.
So now we just have a giant gap to the portcullis before the portcullis.
There is, and you notice if you look down, there's actually a ledge that's under and a kind of a narrow pathway ledge that leads along the edge of the bottom all the way down.
Sounds like you got a subscriber on chat, Nick.
And it turns the corner.
And how easy is it to get to that?
Well, you know, it's going to be a jump, but if you guys had rope, you might be able to have someone jump there.
Maybe we could fashion one out of 10 pounds of chicken meat.
Can we stretch together like the chicken intestines or something?
What do I have? Absolutely not.
What pieces of the chicken do we have?
Maybe we could get the bat head wings and stretch them out into.
Now hold on.
Wings out of the feathers.
I have a pole, a 10-foot pole, and 3 fine suits.
Wow, really?
Suits.
Can I make a rope out of the fine suits?
Absolutely. It's not only your profession, you have the materials and the know-how, you can whip that out no problem.
All right.
And I'll say that it's why don't we say 30 feet?
30 feet?
Yep. Because you want to make it strong and sturdy.
Yeah.
You could probably crank out 50 feet, but there might be a chance of breakage. Do you want to do that?
Let's go with 30 feet.
All right.
Do we need 30 feet? I just realized I have a 10-foot chain.
Jesus. How come you ended up with all the good stuff? I've got 4 pairs of gloves, a small chest, baby, a book, and a goat. An actual goat.
Wait, we've had a goat this whole time? Why didn't you say that, you son of a bitch?
I did. He's been calling her Missy because that's her name.
Well, I've got a begging bowl, so.
Begging bowl.
Oh man.
So because you guys see it, there's a pretty much an easy jump. It's like a, if you're kind of like jumping over to it and it's controlled, it's a DC 8 agility check to jump over there. And
all right, Bill, you know what's going to happen here, right? We're going to roll and we're all going to die.
It could even be less with a DC 5 with the first person has to do the DC 8 and then the DC 5 with the help of the rope.
Or the
okay, so who's hopping over with the rope?
I didn't think we had to.
Who's the most agile?
I thought everybody would be able to make the jump.
So it's DC 8 to just make the jump flat, but it's DC 5 if you use the rope. But the first person has to make the jump.
Does anyone have a bonus to agility?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one.
You're making the fucking jump then.
I'll do it. Twinkle Swanky Pants Esquire, at your service. I will leap forth, taking this excellent rope of fine suit material with me, and then I will help you across to the terrible, blood-stained, awful path over there.
Can I throw some chicken meat down below where his feet's gonna land?
Sure.
Hold on. How far is the jump?
It's about, it's about probably 15 feet, 10, 15 feet over, but it's down a little ways, so it's going to be about a 15-foot drop. But again, if it's controlled, you probably won't take any damage as long as he hits the ledge.
Can we, tie it around his waist some? So,
Sure. A halfling? That's pretty easy, because he's pretty light.
I'm an elf. He's an elf.
Oh, he's an elf. I'm sorry. I thought you said halfling haberdasher. Sorry.
No. He's an elven barrister.
Okay. All right. Well, you're still probably pretty light, though, thin and.
I would think so.
So if
I am well fed.
Try and catch him.
I'll be rolling this. Agility, yes?
Yes.
Here we go. Aha! 3!
Okay, so you can make a DC 13 reflex save to see if you catch on yourself, but you probably don't have a risk of falling. But what I am going to have to do... Okay, so you didn't catch the ledge. Now, what I want Nick to do is I want him to roll a 1 die 20, and a 1 or a 2 means that there's a catastrophic failure on the rope.
Okay.
Because there's 3 failures there. Okay, no problem. So you are caught, and you are not falling, but you're swinging there, kind of like a Time Bandits with the,
So
now's the time to push Nick, right?
over.
Swing you over. So no problem. After a couple of swings, he swings you over. No problem. You're over.
All right, I will secure the end of the rope.
Several precautions were made, and you're a nice light.
You're fucking welcome, Hal.
Thank you. I will secure the very nice rope to a very nice stone or rock or some shit.
All right, you guys are all able to transpose yourselves. I would like a marching order because you have to go single file, and it isn't absolutely treacherous footing, but it's along the lines of, the mountains in Lord of the Rings when they were with the snow. There's no snow here, of course, but
I'll go third.
Pop yourselves down there.
Oh, popping.
Ooh, whoa. I just did a zoom here. Holy shit.
Woo! going first? Because I suck.
What do we need to do to go down or whatever? Thanks, honey. You're welcome.
I'm going to
put myself on the path.
I guess I'll go behind Hal.
Really?
I'll hop down behind.
I feel like Witch should go first because she's clearly the murder machine of our village.
I'm always the murder machine, tiny but deadly.
Tiny but deadly.
Yeah. So this narrow ledge barely leaves any room to really walk, and it's like you have to go single file, like I said, right?
Especially because all four of us are in a line like the monkeys with their kicky legs.
Exactly. Monkeys, good analogy.
Thanks.
Little red butts and throwing poop.
Right.
Descending. You guys are kind of going down this ledge, and you're going carefully, and you guys hear, it's like not even hard because it's echoing with this vast cavern. The wind is blowing, and it's a little chilly, but you hear the faint whimper from above, accompanied by fleshy flapping. Looking up, you spot a swarm of child-sized heads gliding down on outstretched flaps of skin, sharp teeth protruding from their slack-jaw faces, and leading this flock are two larger, free-falling heads with protruding spines whipping behind them. The heads wail horribly, as seemingly in pain, as their faces suddenly rip open down the middle to form horrendous wings, gliding straight for you. Roll for initiative.
No?
Now this is going to be a little bit of a challenge because of the maneuverability issues.
Yeah, let's see who's left alive.
I got an 11. Look, I got over 10 for the first time in this whole game.
14.
I really want to just be like Bartleby the Scrivener and just be like, roll for initiative. I would prefer not to.
No.
I'm just here to document, not to participate.
Hey, Witch, roll initiative. Hello, Evan.
He had a very... Hey, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, Evan. How's it going?
He had a very long day at work today.
Really?
Just got home, so that's his pulling in 12 hours today.
Oh, that's good. Think of all that big money.
Hours. So you didn't start till 7, did you?
Did you roll initiative, Nick? Was that 15 an initiative roll? I'm not sure.
You were late?
Yes, 15 was initiative.
What happened?
Cool. So, Hal, you rolled, Thing rolled. Did Anita roll yet? I don't think so.
No, she was going to, and then we said hi to Evan.
All right, sorry.
Tell Evan that one of the party members is going to give him a blowjob for his rough day.
The dead one.
Oh, is that your prostitute lady?
Aww.
Or is it Sim Goatfondler?
It's the Goatfondler.
Evan, did you hear that? Someone from the party is going to fondle you because they want to cheer you up from your day.
He just has to make the noises.
It's because he looks like a goat.
Because you look like a goat?
We just
Don't
need
mind
one
the
of those
alopecia.
He's got that little.
fluff-
He's got that little billy beard that you could almost.
Yeah, he just needs one of those little tufty butt plugs, then it'd be set.
I love you, honey. I don't know what they're talking about anymore. It doesn't make sense.
Just accept that my friends are weird, lover.
Oh, poor thing. Okay.
What does Thing have to do with any of this? This is your problem.
You're gonna be blowing them. It's Thing.
That's true. There you go. All right.
How many
So,
of these things
looks
are
like-
there? 29?
There are 6
That's a lot.
cherub bats and 2 adult bats.
That's
seem to
too
be
many,
kind of-
Bill.
It seems to be kind of flapping around, really.
Bill,
We
that's
can
too
only
many.
take out 4.
Yeah, these
So
seem
what-
to be kind of like desiccated. They look like they've been around a bit. Like these don't look like fresh babies. Maybe it's because they're out in the whipping wind. Because now that you're down here, it's a lot windier on the ledge. But really, you're not. I'm not saying that because like you're in danger of blowing off or falling or anything. So
maybe we take these out. They'll have to make more, so they'll take care of all the children from town.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, are these aren't the children from town? I assume.
The ones before that you saw, the one before, you kind of think was. You're not sure of these because they're kind of far away. You can't be certain, but they're flying towards you, and it's kind of dark.
Okay, very good. I'm glad it's dark, and I'm not.
These things.
They're creepy as fuck, Bill.
They're hilarious looking. They've got like big buck teeth. Or is it supposed to be, I don't know, like the two creepy baby teeth that come out.
Right. They just have the teeth long enough to like bite nipples. That's all they have right now.
Ew.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite type.
Like 9 spiky hairs.
So Anita, you happen to be in front and you are first.
Get him!
Any kind of ranged attack or anything.
Alright.
It looks like some of them are still kind of almost sitting on the ledge in front of you a bit, like they were just inert or just sitting there doing nothing, and then you getting close with light seems to have activated them or something.
Great.
So, is it possible that they're reacting to our light, and that if we put it out, we might be able to go past them unnoticed?
You're not sure, but like now that they're active, it might be one of those things where maybe that would have helped before, but not anymore.
What if I shut off my light source just to see?
Then we'll all fall off this ledge. That's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so now I'm gonna attack.
Alright. We'll just start with a random one.
Elenor is gonna attack first. I've always hated children. And she pulls out her dagger. And
shout.
No, we don't. Advanced dice roll. Hey, come here, you stupid box. There we go. No, I opened. Hers is a +2, right? Yeah.
That's a miss.
Yeah, terrible.
How you know what the rest of us feel like?
Yeah, I know, right?
TPK.
All right. Kevin kind of stumbles along.
Kevin.
And says,
"Oh, I think I could give it a go. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay.
Hit.
Roll. Huh?
Hit.
All right.
AC 10.
D6 plus the 1. Roll. Does 4?
Yes, kill it.
Way!
I knew I had it in me. Yeah, I did.
And then Angus pushes through and says, whatever, I got this, I could do this too. And then Angus has +1. Roll.
So are we able to just melee attack these things?
Yeah, because they haven't really taken flight yet.
Oh, okay.
And really, in order to attack, they kind of have to get close. They don't have ranges. So that's kind of why. So we're just kind of hand-waving each attack isn't necessarily, right tactical. It's they fly at you as they're about to attack, and you're swinging as they come in, depending on initiative. So I'm sorry, Whit, did you just roll for the second attack? I wasn't paying attention.
Yes. I rolled a 16.
Hits. Very good hit.
Sweet. So then I will roll a D6 for 5.
Dang. Again, kill another one.
Oh, all right.
See, yeah, I could do it too, guys.
And then Hubbub comes twitching out. He says,
Can't do it too. Fuck you, little stupid baby. And
obviously her motherly instincts are coming through tonight.
Yeah.
11 minus 1 is a 10, and that is still a hit.
all right. And then a D6. 1.
Oh, still up. Still
But
up. You feel if you only had a little bit more muscle power, you might have been able to dispatch it, but your frail form wasn't quite able to stab it all the way through.
That creepy baby noise is quite creepy.
Yeah.
All right. Mine are all out.
All right, that is next is Nick.
All right, so obviously gonna start with the fucking best player, Starla. Gonna be coming in with that sling. Get ready to fuck shit up.
So she can attack because she has a ranged weapon. Others that are melee have to try to maneuver around Anita's characters. Or wait.
All right.
But the sling, totally go ahead.
Using that sling. Bam!
Oh, that's a 20. Not natural, but that is a hit.
Oh, that's good.
Pretty 20.
Spank you. Spank you very much.
And so then that does
All the damage.
All right. So,
and
state.
I want to aim at an adult.
Oh, okay. All right, that is hurt, but not. It's still moving.
Okay.
Dude, you definitely heard it though.
And I guess since how far away are they?
So, I'm assuming that you guys have like moved up to where they're at because they weren't too far away when you guys have moved and they started to attack. Now that said, you can't melee attack them until they come after you. So the rest of your guys would have to ready a melee action. So you're splitting your action, and that's fine because you have more than one guy.
What about hitting them with a 10-foot pole?
Sure.
Punk.
Sure.
Okay.
You guys can kind of move around a little bit. Yeah, go ahead.
What type of damage would that do? Just out of
10-foot pole would be, I think, a standard club staff would be 1d6.
okay.
My staff only does 1d4.
Seriously?
Shut up.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
That's a miss. 'Cause you don't normally attack things. You normally look for sinking in the bogs with the pole. You don't normally attack things with it.
And then Scottie's a dwarf, sees that he can't really get to anything with his.
He'll have to wait until he'll have to ready an action.
Yeah, he'll get ready. Come on! I don't know. In a very Glaswegian accent, he tries to.
Region, really?
I mean, if you think of a Scottish person looking for a fight, wouldn't you think they'd probably be Glaswegian, or would they be?
What I did in my D&D campaign was that since all dwarves have Scottish accents, I made all Drugar that were in the Underdark have formal British accents. Just to rub them each the wrong way, right? Because all the evil people in Star Wars had British accents. Ergo, the evil dwarves in D&D have British accents. See where I'm going there?
Yeah.
Hal, I don't know if you agree with that, with the long-standing rivalries with... All right. So Nick, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you ready. Your last dwarf will ready an action if you're attacked. Okay. So we're gonna move on to things initiative. Does he have any people that have ranged?
Unless it counts throwing chicken meat, no.
Okay. Well, then you will have to wait as well. That goes to the adult headbats. One wounded, one up. So this is the one that is wounded, and that will fly towards. These things don't have much of an intelligence, but we'll roll a 1d3. 1 to 2 it goes for Anita.
The meat grinder.
1 and a 3 will go to Hal. So it goes to Anita.
Big bats.
So 2.
So I rolled a 1d3 to say 1 to 2 is going to go for you because you're in front. A 3 would mean it would go for Hal in the back.
Maybe you need to
sense?
throw some of that chicken off the side and see if they go for it.
Maybe, but an 8 misses, so a swish. All right, so this one will be a 1d2, a 1 will be Anita, 2 will be Hal. Second one.
Keep it going. The only thing I'm looking at is how things attack the people.
And that's a 4, that's a miss, so 2 misses. All right. Now these guys tend to go for the people in the back, so they're going to fly up, and they're going to go after one. Oops.
Oh, great.
Separate them here. How do I do that? There we go. One is going to go for Thing. One is going to go for Nick. So we'll do those right now. So, Thing, you had all 4 of your guys ready actions, right?
Yep. Well, all 3.
All 3. So.
Poor Bruno. We miss him.
So, same thing with Nick. So what I'm going to do is since Nick was sooner in initiative, I will let him go first. So one is flying towards your. Wait. Yeah, Nick's back there. I see him. Okay, yeah. So Nick, you have one of these head babies flying at you, and you have a higher initiative than Thing, so you get to go first. He's flying at you. Looks like they're about to gnaw on your pasty little face. So, nasty, sharp, pointy teeth.
As it comes at him, Scottie wants to swing his hand axe at him.
Batter up. All right. Mickey Mantle, that motherfucker. Okay. Good hit.
That is for 1d6.
Oh. Smash it. You hit it so hard, it flies against the wall and smashes in pieces and lands at your feet.
Suck my dick, baby! Wait, no, that doesn't sound right.
Okay, hold on here. That's more than the explicit tag. How do we do that on iTunes? What's that?
What? The Nick wants you to suck his dick, baby.
That's like a rap song title or something, isn't it? Okay, moving on.
Kind of is, yeah.
Thing, you got another peep
Yep.
that has one going at it, so you have a ready to action. Go for it. Who's the lucky contender? Oh,
not me.
Not lucky. Not lucky because you rolled a 7, and that is a miss, I am afraid. Okay. So, I will let one other do an attack of opportunity because it's kind of chaotic and there's 4 people and all.
All right. We will go for Bingo Broadleaf.
Oh, Bingo Broadleaf.
Now, what does he do?
Gentleman, adventurer.
Yes.
What does Bingo Broadleaf do?
He's a vagrant.
Oh, I thought he was a gentleman explorer.
Well, yes. Yes. That's
so
common
I
people make favorite.
Is actual occupation or the one that he tells you he does?
I like
he's the
him.
one. He's the one that has like a 19 gold piece bar tab that never paid it.
5.
And that is a whiff and a miss. So
he clearly does not hit bats for a living.
So because you only were allowed 2 attacks of opportunity, you get one of your guys gets attacked because Nick dispatched his.
Woo!
Oh, 16 is a hit. Who's going to be the lucky receiver of said damage?
I think this will be Ŷrendyl, the Elven Artisan.
Okay, he
You
takes
haven't done a great deal, so we might as well fall in this hole.
Oh, he is still alive somehow.
Somehow.
Awesome. All right. Okay, now these other 2, I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 of you lucky peeps. So I'm going to go left to right. So 1 die 4. 1 is Thing because he's there in my thing. Now Thing, I only gave you 2 attacks of opportunity. So now your last guy gets this attack of opportunity. So you get to attack this guy first because he's another one coming in.
Oh, lovely. Well, Ŷrendyl will swing his staff at it most haughtily, winding himself quite a bit probably in the process. But...
He said staff.
Very good.
Oh, 16.
Oh, that's a hit.
Get it. All the damages.
push it real good.
With all my Melvin might, I hit it for 2 damages.
Luckily,
Good, all
that
the
kills it before it is able to attack. It comes flying in with its gnashy teeth, and you, turn, parry, dodge, spin, thrust. Before your beak goes flying up like Daffy Duck, you are able to hit it and dispatch it. Excellent work. So, before I'm not even able to attack now. All right. I think I missed the adult headbats. And this
Adult headbats.
also one other cherub.
Heyo.
So I kind of got these guys out of order. Sorry, because I thought all the monsters were on one initiative, and they are not. So 1d4. Oh shit! Thing again.
I
Love this thing.
They are tending towards the people in the back. So, who is going to be the recipient of this next attack?
What the heck? Adelard Chubb hasn't had a chance yet to get whacked.
The Chubby. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Look at that.
Oh, Chubb's about to get whacked off.
That's
Whack
one-
on.
Oh.
That's only 1 damage, but unfortunately, I get to roll the nasty.
Just kind of playing with the Chubb then.
Just fondling it a little bit.
Just batting it around a little bit.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a tickle, you know.
I really should have gotten out my DCC has this awesome book that's like a little booklet that I bought that is essentially the all the tables in like one little quick reference book that you just flip through, and it's amazing. And I don't know why I didn't get the damn thing out tonight, so I have to flip through the book in the sections that I have earmarked, you know. So because this fumble could be the difference between life and death.
Yeah. Fumble, you mean a crit?
Yeah, I'm sorry, crit. Because I had the fumble table out, that's why I got confused. All right, so
I'll allow him to fumble if you wish, you know.
Ha. All right. Bludgeoning hits, extra 1d4 damage.
Oh dear.
Let's see what that does. 2 extra points of damage.
That will take Adelard down to 0.
Oh, Adelard falls.
Oh no!
More like Adel fart.
Fucking piece of shit.
Well, that's morning in the village when nobody has their chicken meat.
So there's a big cluster at things. So I'm gonna do a 1d3 plus 1 and to see who the adult headbats attack. So that's 4. That's Anita. Who's going to get the recipient of adult headbat 1? The spine is whipping around and goes to thrust its spine at you to impale you. Glistening bony spine.
So Tuesday night.
Angus.
Angus Young, icy dicey. Ooh, that's not good. All right, so
It's better than a 20?
19. So 1 damage, and it is stuck in you.
Oh, that's nice.
Because the spine vertebrae are barbed and kind of like slotted, and it kind of like stabs into the top of your shoulder and kind of goes in. And it looks like you can, on your turn, go to pull it out or break it off. And it might do damage to you depending on how you roll to do that. But that would forgo your attack. Or you could just attack it. So it's
I'm going to try to rip it out.
Well, that's when your turn happens, not now.
Okay, but not right now. Not this turn. Not right now.
Not right this minute. No. Not your turn.
I want to do it now.
Now.
I want it now.
Next one is, unfortunately, Anita again. Rolling randomly here.
Sure.
Hey, according to Google, does a 12 hit? I should have asked who was attacking, but if you get to pick, do you have a guy that has an AC that's 13 and then they miss?
Let's do. Nope. None of my guys do. They're all 10s.
You and Whitney.
And a 9. My AC's terrible. Let's use my Halfling Habedasher.
Okay,
Right.
it does 4 damage. That's probably a fatality, right?
I don't know.
The
And
halfling
what would I be taking it from?
hit points, HP.
His HP, right? Okay, that's what I thought. So his HP, no. For him, it would be he's down, he's dead.
Oh,
3.
Put a big red X through him. We got to turn bodies potentially, right?
Uh-oh.
All right. Okay. That's the headbats. Hal, your turn.
I get to anything.
Yes, you can move up along.
Like
Especially
hit
with Anita. You can assist Anita, absolutely. It might be harder to get the help thing, though, because he's a couple people back, right? So
I'll step forward and help the folks ahead.
Sure.
But if I move forward, I'm actually on top of her, so I'm going to stay right there.
So I'm laughing because the little icon for my character looks like a woman from the top down. And like she clearly has butt cheeks sticking out and boobs sticking out.
I know it's
It just looks
entirely-
so like this shaped. Like weird. I just don't understand it.
Which that's what you look like from the top down as well.
No, there's a little white line that sticks out from that sucker stick she's got right now.
That's it. Yes. I
Only
love
difference.
these things.
Which I'm feeling very uncomfortable about. I don't know why. It's crazy.
Ellie, come on, Missy. Let's go help a friend.
No, seriously, is that one of those caramel apple suckers? Because those rule. Those are the greatest sucker ever invented.
They are like my favorite lollipop ever.
They are amazing.
I have the worst lollipop ever invented.
Yeah.
I have one that my son got.
I thought he was going to suggest his penis, but apparently there's something worse.
Kids at the bus stop, but no, my son has one that has ghost pepper infused gelatin that has a scorpion embedded in it.
What the hell is that, Nick?
It's the toe of Satan.
That sounds intriguing. Tell me more. I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
Oh, that's super funny.
It's like 9 million Scoville.
Oh, that's crazy.
What's the name of it, though?
How is that not dissolving the packaging it's encased in?
And is this oral or?
Right?
Oh,
there's something for your own. There's something for your OnlyFans, Nick. You can stick it up your ass.
I did the one chip challenge last week.
How was that?
Not too bad.
Where can we watch that, Nick?
Oh, I didn't record it. I just was with a friend and did the one chip challenge for fun.
Oh,
Yeah, but it doesn't count if you just use a regular Dorito.
I can't eat those Doritos. They have milk, so
I've actually done ghost peppers in one and have not had problems. The one time I did a ghost pepper, a scorpion that was really, really high, totally fine. 3 or 4 hours later, I go sit down in my recliner and I recline back, and there was something about that angle I was at where the rumbling happened, and I was like, oh, now I'm not comfortable. Oh, now I'm in pain, and it was like my tummy. You know?
We did the one chip, and then we went to the grocery store to get some ice cream for when we were after we'd finished it.
To prepare to put up your butt when it was coming out the other end.
Yeah.
Stocking up.
The worst part of all of it was being at the grocery store because we had our masks on. So you're just breathing capsaicin back into your own face.
That thing at 9 million Scoville is pretty high. I mean, there's no chili that hot, right?
Yeah, no, that's all extract. That's
just like pure capsaicin, right?
Yeah.
It's not just a Scoville though. Sometimes it's a medium that helps it. Like if you have a little vinegar there,
Yeah.
or a little black pepper, that can just add to it and bring in like a little bit of alcohol will open the pores in your mouth and make it worse too. So
Well, I mean, that was the great thing at Strange Brew 2 years ago because there was 3 places doing ghost pepper beers, and one of them had a batch of raw ghost peppers out in front of their taps, and I was asking, you know, what the deal was with the peppers out there, and the guy's like, "Oh, well, if you eat all 4 of them, then and by the time you finish saying you get your beers free, I already had them in my mouth and was chewing." And,
Yeah, like that's not a tough call.
no,
Like,
and that was pretty fine, and you know, like 2 more beers in, it was pretty good. Then I went to go to the restroom, and I started like breaking a sweat like 10 feet later, and I'm like, "Oh, it's kicking in now."
My sphincter will be non-existent at 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Right.
Speaking of sphincters that are being violated,
You've probably got enough time to carve yourself a toilet out of a solid block of ice.
Yeah.
so Hal, you
All right.
are attacked.
You are kind of ice cream chipped, so you have that to wipe your butthole with.
Right. Sim
What
Goatfondler
flavor do you
is
want?
going to
Chocolate or
attack.
vanilla?
Sim Goatfondler is attacking with his pitchfork. A
Hit.
14. Woo! I hit a thing! I hit a thing! It's the first thing I've hit. Woo! 5 damage.
You see the spark of metal on stone as you impale it against the stone wall of the wall that you were at, clearly killing it and rendering it immediately inert.
Yeah!
Can we get to the other one as well?
Absolutely. Who's next in the lineup?
Who is next?
Hey,
I shall go!
Swing batter.
Twinkle Swanky Pants, Esquire, Elven Barrister, will take a stab with his quill.
Excellent.
Is he throwing it?
If you throw it and miss, you will lose it.
It says quill as dart.
Yeah, you could throw it as a dart or stab it. If you throw it and you hit, you get to recover it. If you miss it, there's a luck check that you'll have to make sure you don't lose
Stab
it.
with it. 15.
And, wow, you get a +2? That's amazing.
Yeah, I get +2 to hit, but it's a quill.
It uses calligraphy
Damage.
skill.
That is the one that was damaged already, and you kill it.
Ah! Ha ha! Take that, fiend!
You English-speaking knigget.
The pen is mightier.
What's left?
There are 2 headbats over by Thing in the back, because it likes to attack.
I'm guessing
the
I
ones in
can't
the
get
back.
to them easily.
No,
That's
that
why I
is
wanted
true.
to be 3, but I ended up being 4.
And the remainder of my characters will hold their actions in case something comes along. That's Wanky Quickstroker, the Halfling Glovemaker, and Stabs McPokerson, the Cookpurse.
Yep. So now the good news is I accidentally combined the 2 initiatives. So the Cherub headbats do not go because they had already gone. So I am skipping over, and now it is Anita's turn. Now, Anita, everything is dead around you, and you are in the front, and the only creatures are in the back. So your characters have to use ranged attacks to have any hope in hell of hitting them. Or you could continue on and investigate.
Oh, you could wait.
Or you could wait.
I think I'm gonna wait.
If you have a ranged attack, like something you could throw, like a spear or a pitchfork,
No.
you have a spear.
I do not.
It's the creepiest goddamn noise, Bill.
I know. It sounds like we're in a haunted house.
It's the Halloween special. I'm trying to have ambiance.
I love it.
It's
right.
what Bill listens
Now.
to around his house.
There's
Like,
actually some supposedly some weather that's supposed to happen here too. Crank up the volume of that, you know.
if it's the
We're
Halloween,
hearing the weather.
if it's the Halloween special, then
Halloweeny.
There you go.
Halloweeny.
No, don't say weenie. Don't say weenie around Nick.
And so they're gonna stay right here because they don't want to leave and go forward without everybody else.
Sure. So we will move on to Nick. It is your turn, and you are right there. You can help Thing.
I use the power of the Elder Gods to kill them all.
Plus 20 to all your rolls for the next 2 rounds.
That's amazing.
All hail Dagon.
All hail Dagon.
I forgot how much your voice fucking echoes in that thing.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Throwback.
So there's 2 baby head bats, right?
Correct. And your characters are able to reach both of them.
Well, so Starla will start with her fantastic sling of death.
Still on the verge of her heart racing in her breast from almost plummeting to her death, being caught by her future husband?
Wife.
Oh, okay. That was a no, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Gonna get some. So she was saved by Hattie, the Halfling Habidasher. Fabric isn't the only thing she's gonna be scissoring. Hey,
Oh, jeez. That's awesome. Extra experience point for Nick there.
That's terrible, Nicholas.
Alright, does she get a... And she gets a +1 to attack from strength or a 6.
And that is a whiff. That's a dry rub there, so...
So
next?
I think I will have, Hattie will try to come over. They're close enough to melee?
Correct.
Okay,
Because they're trying to bite things characters, and so they're close. So they're not really smart, so they're all kind of clustered in, and you are next in line, so all your characters are close enough where they can kind of measure in. Hal can't, because he's too far away, essentially.
Far away.
And a piece of shit.
That's true also. Wasn't far away.
So Hattie's going to attack with her scissors. 14.
And that's a hit. Wow.
Hooray!
For, let's see, how much show me potato salad.
That is a potato salad, a particularly rank-ass potato salad.
Yeah, that's a kind of knock out one of the little tiny nipple-biting teeth. And it's not quite dead.
Thank you.
Still flapping around.
But then Scottie is going to charge in with his dead man's hand axe.
Are you going to attack the one that's wounded or the one that hasn't been hurt?
The one that's wounded.
Okay. With 4 misses. Okay, that leaves Thing, where he's like, self-preservation. You brute, you vicious brute! Get away, get away, get away!
Alright, so I guess first...
Do you want the front of the hand or the back of the hand?
Yes, I guess Bingo Broadleaf will try to smite them mightily with his club.
That's the Bingo Broadleaf Gentleman Adventurer.
Yes.
Killer of Chaos. Pip Slapper.
Oh, Bingo! Oh, the Gentleman Adventurer Bingo Broadleaf. I wasn't sure which one you were talking about. You gotta be more specific, Thing.
Renee, you're not the only one that's screamed bingo.
Well, we're in a bit of action. I was trying to shorten things down to, keep the pace going.
Keep the pace going.
Let's see,
You
and...
could keep the pace going.
An 18!
And that's a hit.
If there's one thing people say
beating
about our gaming group, it's that we keep a good pace going.
We always finish a game on time.
Smack it for a mighty 3.
And which one are you going for? The one that was hurt or the one that was not hurt?
The one that was hurt.
And it has been smited. You smash it, and it goes down, fluttering to the infinite abyss below, the darkness as it fades, the lifeless eyes disappearing, gone and dead.
Our gaming group is the Nick T. Vegan of gaming. Like, either something happens and it finishes real quickly, or it goes on way too long and everyone gets bored. Either way, you leave unsatisfied.
It's like your sex life, only with depending on alcohol consumption. All right, so Hal, so thing, was there another guy you had? Did you have?
Yeah, Adelard is down, but Ŷrendyl is still up.
Okay.
Adelard.
Legolas, that shit right there.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to flip over your dead one, baby?
Are you gonna?
Oh yes. Probably. And hopefully he will roll well because we'd be shameful to be without a chicken butcher.
As long as you're not with my like normal D&D group saying, "Is the corpse still warm?" Because then it gets uncomfortable.
Oh, a 9. That would
And
be
that's yes. Oh, you have a -2. That sucks.
Yeah. Adelard is not too strong.
Are we out of chicken butchers now?
Or Üürendyl. Yeah, well, one of them is face down at the moment. We'll see.
Possibly.
Oh, how many characters do you have left?
2 and 1 that's potentially got to be flipped over.
So we flip your character.
All right, so
I think we have to get rid of
the one creature to fight.
Oh, there's a bat. I'm sorry, I can't see it on the screen.
So 1 is Thing and 2 is Hal. 1 is Thing, of course. So who's gonna be the lucky receiver of said nipple bite?
I liked it. I just got over like it was like we're gonna attack. Well, except for that guy, we're not gonna attack any of those people.
Let's give it to Adelard. He's the last one that tried to swing at
natural 1.
It chews off its own wings and goes plummeting to the ground.
Yeah, it's a fumble. So let's do this.
The quarterback is toast.
2. That's not very bad. You trip, but may recover with a DC 10 reflex save. So,
How does
think
the
it's a
flying
reflex
creature
save kind of
play?
sucks, actually.
It's remembering what it's like to have feet, and it just like shit. And it's like, what? I've got no feet.
But I'm supposed to flap. Oh,
Reflex isn't horrible. Oh, it makes it. So it doesn't fall prone, but it kind of bounces along. It tries to dodge one of your attacks, and it tries to fly in to bite you, but it misses. Hits the side of the stone wall and flutters and almost at your feet, but then recovers and is still airborne. But its attack is inert and useless. Hal.
Hi, how's it going? I'm basically useless where I am right now.
Yeah, if it was trying to attack you as the random attacker, you would have had your ready to action to fight it off, but alas, it didn't go for you.
Everybody is readying. We're just a ball of shitty ass weapons.
Well, Isaac, you would be correct because these are creepy babies that are making that noise.
Creepy dead babies with giant wings flapping out of their ears.
Yeah, these are the creepy babies.
That are made from the torn flesh of their faces.
Jesus Christ!
Hey, you wanted a horror setting. What do you want? Girl Scout cookies and puzzles?
Looks like no, thank you.
They pull out switchblades. $2 cash.
So
okay.
I have a joke for y'all. This was really, really good. It's a picture of Yoda. I don't know if you can see it when he's down.
Is that the one where it's like teachers asking questions?
No, it says, for the millionth time, Luke, ... bleh, just forget it, dies. And it says, once I became a parent, I finally understood the scene where Yoda gets so tired of answering Luke's questions, he just dies.
and the body disappears, so he can't do any of that Jedi mumbo jumbo to talk with the dead, right?
And I love it.
And he's leaving, and Yoda's ghost doesn't appear. Ben's like, okay, I gotta tell you to get the fuck out of here. Go on.
God. Gone.
All right, so you're attacking. Do you have any characters that can attack at a range? Because you are way far away from the
no
creature. Okay, you're readying as well then. Nick,
yep.
You are next, and you are there to help protect Thing's virginity.
So
protect his honor.
Then Starla the hooker.
Starla the hooker.
$20, make you holla.
Oh my god.
Shit.
For a 10.
That's a hit.
Woo! Starla missed yet.
Slap it with your own wings.
She knows vital anatomy points.
For 2 points of damage.
And that is enough to kill it. Well done. You smash it with an uppercut, and it goes bouncing against the stone wall, cascades off the ledge, and falls to its apparent doom, many hundreds of feet below. Okay, you guys don't hear any flapping, but there is a couple of creature bodies laying on the ledge, as well as some of your companions.
Let's flip our companions over and see if they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Who is dead? Let's roll some luck checks.
Adelard Chubb, chicken butcher.
Adelard
Chubb.
Chubb.
Is that our last chicken butcher?
Capital,
Yep.
capital.
Who's gonna butcher the chickens if Adelaide's dead?
Town's gonna be really upset tomorrow. Is it luck we do?
Yes.
Okay.
And what about Hubbub the Haberdasher?
17.
I believe that's a death.
What's his luck? That's a death. He's got to roll equal to or under the luck.
I know, and his luck is a 12, so no.
Ooh, that would be a swing and a miss. That is a pushing daisies, buddy.
We're out of chicken butchers.
So I gotta roll under my luck?
But you know what we have? We have 10 pounds now of chicken meat. That's some. So someone needs to change their name to Colonel fucking Sanders. That's what we got to do.
Right now they might as well.
Yeah, baby. All right.
So I need to roll under my luck, correct?
Wait, you were attacked and damaged? What? You?
My Hubbub the Haberdasher.
Right, I'm giving you shit. All right.
Yeah,
You
I thought you forgot.
have to roll equal to or under their luck.
Okay, cool, I did. His luck is 13.
Awesome. So, what happens is there is some penalties for coming back from the dead, essentially. So now roll 1d3.
Penalties for not coming back from the dead, too.
Lost both your legs and your arms.
All right, you said roll a d3?
Yeah. So /R 1d3. You can roll any. You can roll any dice sides.
R.
/R 1d3.
1d3? Not 1, 2, 3, dummy.
Yeah.
Dummy.
What did I do wrong?
I don't know. What did
I
it
don't see
say?
anything that you did. It's
Forward
basically
/R. There you go.
Okay, so you lose 2 points, and this can be spread out however you want, of strength, agility, or stamina. So 2 strength, or 1 agility and 1 stamina, however you want. So you lose a total of 2 points spread out amongst those 3 stats: strength, agility, or stamina.
Okay, then I will take 2 away from stamina.
Okay, that will reduce 1 of your hit points because stamina helps boost your hit points, right?
Yeah, but my strength and agility are at 7 and 9. So,
What is your what character sheet you got? 1, 2, 3, 4? You got 1, right?
mm-hmm.
Who
Yes.
is the person? The Habedasher?
Yes.
Okay, and so their stamina goes to 10, which I think is still a +0. Yeah, so it's a +0.
Yep.
So no change in hit points. So make your stamina 10.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now here's something you have. Shoot, I just closed that damn file. Here's one of the things you have to make note. Because you've come back from the brink of death, essentially, you are at -4 penalty to all rolls for the next hour.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
the rest of your life, basically.
Ah,
Right.
Oh.
The rest of ours as well.
Wow. Okay, might as well be dead.
Stupid -4 penalty.
Nice.
If only it was just a -3, I would have just died a little less.
There you go.
Well, he wouldn't have just written out, he would have just died. Well, it says there,
Thing, are you redistributing your chicken meat naxes?
Yeah, well, I guess, I don't know if, well, actually, Bingo would, take the chicken meat, sure.
Right.
Okay.
The hand axe, I assume is there.
Oh, yes. I guess Bingo can actually make fairly good use of that. That's better than the club he's got.
What does the club do?
D4.
Yeah, that's pretty crappy, isn't it?
So because we got equipment amongst the party, do we want to, instead of it just remaining with Thing, do we want to do something fun? Do we want to do a little bit of a personality skill check to see who can make the better case of getting the weapon because they need it more and they're more manly and strong and can make more effective use of it to protect?
Pretty sure none of my characters are manly and strong.
So full disclosure, I rolled up 4 PDF files, 1, 2, 3, 4.pdf, right? Mm-hmm. And whoever I sent them in the order of the people that responded to with their emails that I sent them to. So it was completely random. I did no dice rolling. I didn't even look at these before I sent them.
One of my characters has a strength of 5. Whatever weapon I use is crippled beyond belief.
This is what happens when you roll 3 dice 6, go straight down the line, and don't.
That is hilarious.
That is funny. I also have a look of 5 on another character, and one of the other characters has nothing higher than a 9.
But if that character survives, that means he's more epic than these other punk asses that have died, right?
Right. That's right. Wanky Quickstroker is going to survive this adventure.
And then you could potentially go to a first level character and then get stat bumps and all sorts of cool wings.
Right. Because everybody wants a halfling glove maker.
Well, but that's just your background. Look at the background that Conan had, right? He was just a kid.
Hey, for some reason, he also speaks Hobgoblin.
Because high intelligence, and he happened to be, maybe he was, maybe one of the, think of the backstory, right? Maybe he was being bullied and backhanded and made to work as a slave as the hobgoblins, right?
One of my other characters speaks angelic, which is a bit bizarre for like a back-end village.
Yeah, exactly. But that is something that could be written up too. Again, this is all random. I rolled nothing. This was purplesorcerer.com.
How does my character speak alignment?
Oh.
So alignment is similar to what old school D&D has. It's for law, neutral, or chaos. It's kind of a way for people of similar alignment to discuss things amongst themselves and not others listening in.
Okay.
I've always felt the alignment languages were extremely hokey, and I never really used them. But that was what was randomly. Yeah.
No, normally we don't.
So like law people are just like, oh yes, Tarquin, how's it going? And chaos people are just yelling at each other.
Like in D&D 5e, it kind of gets really cool where they talk about abyssal. There's no words for mercy, hope, love in abyssal. It's all torture, anguish, death, all that kind of stuff. There's no concept of mercy or love or compassion, and so there's no words for it in the language. And it's kind of cool to try to have written things down for words with that. So it's kind of good role-playing opportunity. But
3
kids.
That being said,
how we continue?
Bad.
Streaming as a whole.
Yep. So you go around the corner, and I get to start a revealing. Are you guys going to move down? Are you guys changing the marching order before we continue?
Hell no, we aren't. You're in front. You're the murder stick.
If you guys are in agreement, I will leave these bodies here because why not?
Sure.
Hey,
that character.
Isaac, can you go clean up all the food in your room?
Much food's in his room.
Enough to track raccoons.
What about
Is there a trifle in his bed?
what about all the wet, sticky socks?
Oh.
She's not happy with that comment. She's angry with me now. I feel bad.
No.
I have to make up now. Guys, come on, help me. Help me here. Extra
dug your own hole.
experience points for helping.
All right, let's go. Let's do this thing.
They're no longer wet. They're just dry and crusty.
I just snap them, right?
It's only one sock now.
Nick able to go one step further. Okay, so what's the marching order now? Because you guys have the opportunity to
I think the
wiggle
same
and
is
switch.
probably fine, right? Unless you don't want to be at the back. That thing.
But you guys can move yourselves, so that would
Yeah,
make
but
it
I don't know if... Oh, okay, so...
There we go.
Nick's left camera, so if we're keeping the marching order the same, are you guys spreading out or staying hi-ho, off to work we go?
I'm listening.
I don't want to be too far from them.
Yeah, I think we should kind of cluster up and just kind of wander around the corner.
All right.
Yeah.
It's the dragon!
Yeah. So when you guys kind of get across here...
With a baby face.
Oh, the abattoir.
Now, the light from the sky is actually doing an effective job of lighting a lot of what you guys are seeing now. Because it's almost like the torches aren't needed, but it gives an eerie, pale, malicious glow about everything. And it's like, kind of nasty. But you see down below, there's a ledge that kind of sticks out. And it's not like a jut of the rock. It looks like it's actually manually carved. It's nice and smooth and round. All the way down at the bottom here, way at, I'll say the southeast, right? Down here. But as you guys turn the corner, there are some more flapping of the head babies. But you know what?
God.
They look like they're jerkily slow. And they look like maybe they're hurt, but I want Hal and Anita take the characters that have the highest luck modifier and roll that with a die 20. So die 20 plus your luck modifier. It's sort of like a perception check in DCC.
Oh!
That is, you sort of see what I've described. That's kind of sucky, right?
Okay, so my character with the best luck modifier.
Mm-hmm.
And then do what with it?
So whatever the modifier is, plus 0, 1, whatever, roll 1 die 20 plus the modifier.
Okay, so D20 plus 1. Okay. Yay!
Nat 20.
That's like the fifth natural 20 she's rolled tonight.
Right. So what you do is you see 2 as opposed to only 1. Something is not right. Something's different with these. And if you look at the handout that I'm about to share, as soon as I get the goddamn screen, if you look at if you zoom in on this, there are 3 clay pots hanging from what looks like braided human hair, hanging from the head. And these clay pots, the reason why it sticks out to your vision is because there is some kind of string hanging from these clay pots that are on fire as they're flying towards you.
Oh, they're like bomb heads.
Kind of. It maybe seems that way, but like, are they flying towards you? They're so jerky and chaotic, you're not even sure they can see. Like, they're kind of like...
Now wait,
imagining like bugs that are like jerking around in the sky.
Just check anything on the path,
You say they're flying around jerky and chaotic. Now I speak chaos, so can I?
Not quite. So
interpret their dance.
I want Hal and Anita, because they've turned the corner, to roll initiative. You know what? Everyone can roll initiative, actually, but it's very likely that Nick and Thing can't act yet. But we'll see, depending on what happens.
That's a natural 1 for initiative.
Oh, but no, but that's not necessarily a catastrophic failure. You
I
have
know,
a plus
it's
2.
just
You get
a terrible failure. A 1 for initiative. That's amazing. Good thing back button again.
Yep. I have to disable that on this mouse.
That's funny. I've got one of those at work, and I keep doing it. I'll be like doing some work, and I'll click the button, and I'm like, fuck.
You know what? I've actually liked it more than I've hated it, so I tolerate it.
No, it's not good when you hit it by accident. It's bullshit. You always hit it by accident when you least need to hit it by accident.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thing, what's yours just for shits and grins?
That is initiative we're doing?
Yeah.
1d20 plus, let's see, which ones are alive? Him and him. Oh, hey. 6!
Woo! Faster than me. 6 times faster than me.
6 times faster. That's awesome. All right. You turn the corner, immediately see what's going on. Holy shit! And you get to act first. They're kind of flying in towards you, and you hear the distinctive sizzle of a coming from the flaming string hanging from the clay pots at the bottom of the base that they're carrying. What are you going to do?
Can I throw some meat or clay at them, at the pots, to try and put them out?
Well, it's Anita's turn. She sees it first. She's first. I say Anita because that's the name throughout the whole thing. So
yeah,
she's in the FBI Witness Protection Program. People don't ask questions.
That's right. It's crazy shit. Well, if I saw that, I don't have any ranged attacks, and it's not noticing me. So is it cool to
it's flying? It's flying towards your direction. You can move to engage it before it attacks, because you beat it in initiative, and you are the only one that's beat it in initiative.
Okay,
so totally kill them all. Kill them all.
Boop. Like there-ish?
Yep.
Cool.
Stab it in the face. In the face.
I don't have anything ranged. I can't do anything.
It's not that far. You can hit it because it has close enough. You can hit it melee because it hasn't moved yet. But it's definitely going to take to the air and be outside of melee range.
I can be here?
I have it I have it too high. Sorry, it's my bad.
Oh, okay.
Get 'em.
And because they haven't gone yet, you could actually move here if you wanted to get
Aha! There we go. Cool.
Or move there, attack, and then move up, because again, you have more than one character. Up to you.
I will attack from right here. And I will attack with Elenor.
Do it.
Yeah. She's gonna go, eh.
You brute. Oh, that's.
Oh, wait a minute. I did the D20 without doing. That's +2, so it's a 19.
Well, 17 hits without the +2. Holy shit!
Well.
You have amazing characters. Everyone's gonna think I cheated on your behalf. Or something.
I mean, yeah, we all assumed it.
It's actually not true, but I try to woo her, but not by cheating. All right.
So we did that.
The damage.
And then D4. There we go.
Oh,
5.
okay.
Wow. Max
All right.
damage.
You kill it.
That ugly baby.
Okay, so what I want you to do for kicks and grins, I want you to roll a different kind of luck check. Roll a die 20 and add or subtract your luck modifier for the character that just hit it.
All right, so roll a d20, and then
Who just
add
attacked
the
it?
luck modifier for whom?
The person that just attacked it.
Okay, so that would be my Elven Sage. Their luck modifier is a -1.
Ooh. Dun, 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 dun.
She'll still roll a 20.
Okay. All right, so let me think about this. Okay. All right. So make a reflex save for that character.
A reflex save. How am I going to do that?
So there's a reflex modifier. So it's 1d20 plus or minus whatever the reflex modifier is, right?
Reflex, my modifier is a 0.
So just a straight 1d20.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is there's this baby or whatever like that careens into this area here and blows up because it just ignites. It like hits and the fire connects with like who's a dwarf? Does Anita or Hal have a dwarf in the party?
I have a dwarf. No, I don't. I do not have a dwarf.
thought
I have
Nick
a radish.
No,
Nick's too far away.
I have 2 halflings.
Okay.
I have a
So
radish.
there's some kind of explosion that you guys have like rarely ever seen, right? Because you guys are peasants, and the eruption is huge. I want the person that just attacked. Who was it again? Make another reflex save,
Okay.
and you're probably going to die, but we're going to see anyway.
Thanks. There you go.
What?
A 1.
Oh, that's
It's a 1.
You take seven.
Go out
You
big.
take 7 fire damage.
7 fire.
Okay, so that person's probably dead, right?
Is there going to be any even rolling her
All
over
right.
after that?
No, but that's exactly it. I want you to roll a luck check. Now, this luck check is die 20 equal to or lower than your luck score, the whole score. Okay? So it's a different kind of check. So what's their luck?
8.
Okay, so that's above what you rolled.
Yeah.
So that person is dead. All right? So, wait. No. 8. So you failed that check, and so that person's body's fallen off the edge, and they are not recoverable. So their equipment is gone too. So mark that off.
Damn it.
So she's all gone now. The Elven Sage is gone forever.
Yep. There's no rolling over, and there's no equipment recovery.
Goodbye.
However, that explosion has ruptured a fissure in the wall, and what you see is the explosion kind of like sent rubble and a couple of stones falling, and a couple of your characters are like, holy shit, like the trail still stays intact, but some of that, it looked like it was already kind of a gap that you might have missed when you went to go to attack, but there was a hole there, but the hole is much bigger now, and you see a skeleton hand fall, and you see it like it's completely inert, not moving. It looks like there might be a room in there, and it just kind of like it's not moving, and there's like a couple of the fingers break off and fall and tinkle off of the edge of the ledge.
Saying is it's
There's
not
clearly a
moving
room
yet.
in there. It's not moving yet, but there's a couple of fingers that had fallen off from that
First,
point.
he's got to kill us with the other bat before it's
Kill that other thing, wait.
Yeah.
Ah! All right. Well then, I guess.
Because it hasn't moved yet. You kind of have the jump on it.
Hey,
It goes
it's
next.
ass.
No pressure. No
Lots of
pressure.
pressure.
Alright.
Kill it.
So, Kevin's gonna go after it.
For Kevin.
Well, Kev,
Kevin's going to get after it this time. Let's see how well he can do.
Get it, Ringo!
You got
Get
it.
Ringo.
I'm going to get it.
Up arrow will help you retype that without having to retype it.
Oh, Jesus. Then a critical again.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right. Do you want to roll the critical, or you just want to say you kill it because it doesn't have that many hit points?
roll in the need a table.
6 max damage.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so what you do is, because you roll a natural 20 and you roll so high, you cut the lashes, the bombs fall to the abyss far below.
And blow your
as
other character back up
light-
onto the ledge.
The light lit, and it blows up the character's body that fell at the bottom actually survived. Still help, and then the bombs land on them and then blows their corpse to pieces and kills them. So they're actually dead now, but they were alive until you killed them, Anita.
Oh no, they weren't.
But-
They were very bad.
But
We wouldn't know
because
that,
you cut that and then stabbed him in the face, you kill without having the bombs go off.
Don't you get your equipment back?
What's that?
I guess I'd call that a win.
You get the equipment that fell from the body back.
Right, it just blows back
Because
up.
it blows up like
With
cartoons.
such magnitude that all of the equipment bounced back up and I catch it in my arms.
Exactly, like a Wile E. Coyote, it just kind of comes up. And you see a label on the short sword that says Acme Corporation. It's amazing.
Oh man.
No, unfortunately, that's a little bit of suspension of disbelief beyond even me. So we'll say no to that.
Okay.
Hey, we want to check out this room or go down to the bottom of this ledge?
I was just gonna say there is a ledge to the bottom, or there is this room.
Is there a skeleton attached to this skeletal hand?
There is, but it's like completely laying face down and kind of like.
Is
Not
it
moving?
disarticulated?
What does that mean?
Means its bones are separated.
That's an archaeology word.
It is attached to the overall skeleton. It looks like it was in some kind of crevasse or like niche that like it was lying in repose, like in like in a flat Skyrim kind of grave, but looks like it was in disrepair because again this wall and your characters were around that corner and saw it too. It looks like it might have been kind of open to the elements for a while, and then this explosion opened it further, and it.
Does it look like this room goes further in, or is it this room opening specifically onto this ledge?
No, it looks like it goes in. Like it looks like this is a breach into the deeper rooms inside.
Hey, we're gonna step in. I feel.
Who is we, and do they have a light source?
Yes, it can be my halfling. He has infravision. He's quite agile, and he seems like the kind that might go first.
All right.
And then Stabs McPokerson is following up with a candle.
That works. So, forgive me while I do this. Oops.
Switching maps.
Yes, we are switching maps.
Ooh.
Why am I having trouble with the...
Did we actually make progress there?
Well, I mean, it depends on what you call progress, right? Because I can't somehow delete that...
Red scribble.
Yeah, I don't know why, because I drew it like everything else, but I can't select it. I don't really care. Alright, so what I'm going to do is... I'm going to do a little bit of mojo here. Give me a couple of seconds, and then the red scribble came over. That is so weird.
I got my mojo working.
Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of a creative Nick, and now...
Moving. Like we're moving. Is it cold there, Whit?
Not really. During the day,
gets up into like the 80s and stuff. It was even hotter before that, but in the evenings it gets down to sometimes a couple of times this week it'll get down below freezing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so cold.
Crazy.
That's how deserts work.
Yeah, right? Crazy bad.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like the cold, but I don't like the hot, so to speak.
See, I'm used to it. I like it.
Dark in here, Bill.
Okay.
There I am.
There it
I
is.
found us.
Oh, you know what?
Here.
I didn't bring Vecna over. Is Vecna still recording?
Hope I can see it.
Okay. I don't know where Vecna is, but if you can see it.
I can see it.
All right. So, because you guys have light sources and you kind of go in, you can boldly go in. What you see is kind of a clearly a crypt, but it seems to be kind of niches in the wall that have different bodies, wrapped, unwrapped, skeletons. The one that you have like laying out, it's clearly like these niches go around the room, but this is some kind of thin breach in the wall that based on what you can see, it's clearly been exposed to the elements for a long time, years, decades, you're not sure. But this explosion again has ruptured the wall bigger so that people can get in. The halfling, trivial to get in. Even humans, if they squeeze a little bit, can get in. So, if I can get there properly.
And elves be
There we
skinny
go.
bastards.
Right. Oh, that's why I can't do it. That's why. Come on. Okay. So your kind of ears are still ringing from that explosion, and a little bit of Anita's clothes are scorched from the explosion. A little bit of black smoke kind of clears. The cliffside is splattered with all manner of brains and blood, and again, bits of children that you might sort of recognize from the town. Are you guys kind of keeping track of what parents you might have to inform that you've dispatched their
I flushed your
progeny?
baby in the first.
Right.
So the
I
charged
told your baby
skeleton.
to suck my dick.
That's fair, I guess. The charred skeleton kind of is crunched a little bit as you step on it going through. Looking inside, you spot other skeletal remains lying in carved alcoves. On a stoned bier in the center lies a malformed skeleton. Kind of
Smash
like
it.
it's clearly been there for a long time, maybe a century or more, but because the room was sealed off, maybe it's been preserved, but this hole in the wall kind of had moisture kind of creep in. The deformed and misshapen skeleton kind of lies wrapped in what looks like maybe was fine furs, but have been, moldering and degenerated over God knows how long. And there is what stands out to you is there's a simple forged iron crown on its head, and its bony fingers clutch the handle of a long sword with a hilt sculpted like the antlers of a stag.
The Atlantean sword.
Smash it.
Smash it.
There is a door leading out of this room, and that door seems to be closed. And that's all you see. What do you do?
I feel like I've explained this.
Well, but you are in the back, and it is Hal that has boldly walked in.
Hal, smash it.
The giant balls of grapefruit sizes of a halfling.
Am I boldly in? I'm boldly
you are
in.
boldly in.
I don't have anything that's really smashy. Most of my stuff is unsmashy. I have like daggers and stuff. I'm more pokey than smashy.
Well, whose fault is that?
Does somebody have a cudgel?
Yes.
I just have an axe and a sword.
An axe will work, right?
Axe, staff.
Okay.
So there's different like little alcoves here. There's quite a number, as you can see, and there's different skeletons, corpses, like, you know, a bit essentially buried dead. And it's not like buried dead in the ground, because those would be for like peasants, right? These are in, you know, positions of honor, right? And
like a sarcophagus.
yeah, so you kind of just see as a glance. I'm just kind of gave you a lot of information, but it's at a glance. But there could be more based on how much you investigate and what you look for.
Step 1: smash main skeleton.
So are you going in as well, Nick?
Yes.
Okay, move your character. I mean, I'm not doing it for you.
I didn't.
Smash main skeleton.
Well, that's where we are.
Wait, you guys see? Can you guys see? Because I
wasn't on the right area on the map on my screen.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys might have to move and zoom in, zoom out in order to see where you're at. Sorry, I did move you to a new map, right?
All right. Where do I need to go if I want to do a thing?
Just move into the little squiggle room there. Because once you go in, it eerily comes quiet, like the wind and the whipping wind outside. That's kind of like, what? I can't hear you. It's like you come in and it's like almost dead silent. Like it's very quiet. So everyone's in. So I mean, there's no initiative. Nick, you've been vocal. Like, what are you doing? You said smash. Like, what are you doing?
Yes.
Hal was in first, so he has maybe first dibs on. He's gonna maybe stop you to do something, or he's gonna do something.
I have nothing to smash anything. And
Scottie's going to walk over and smash the fucking skeleton with the hand axe and the cudgel.
You smash like its chest, and it is like moldering. Like it's got a little bit of almost like mold on like the rib cage because of maybe the moisture that's come in through the breach. But smash, smash, smash. There's bones and pieces and giblets that fly off. But there is a sword clutched in its bony hands that have been flaking and exploding away as you smashed, and an iron crown on its head. As you sit there, you do see carved into the steel are a series of runes on the sword blade. And its hilt is once again shaped and sculpted in the antlers of a stag.
Do we know what language it is? The runes? Does anyone read runes?
So based on that question, you asking, does anyone in the group, and look through your characters, have the occupation of wizard's apprentice or a scribe or someone that might legitimately have seen other languages or been exposed to sagely like things?
Unless it's part of art, if I was, copying inscriptions on a piece of art as an artisan, maybe, but that's
what about an apothecary?
I have an elven barrister who probably reads things.
Barrister, is that really a...
It's a legal profession, but there's reading, right?
You know what? I'm going to give you that. So what I'm going to have you do, I'm looking at the others, Caravan Guard, Halfling, Habedasher, Moneylender. I will give the Elven say. Wait, who's number one? Is that Anita?
The Elven Sage is dead, right?
So he can't read anything, unfortunately. So Hal, if you're going to go for that with your guy, I'm going to give you that. So what we're going to ask you for is a DC 13, I believe. Hold on a second. 13, a DC 13 intelligence check to decipher the runes.
7.
And that is
That seems to be my favorite number tonight.
It is. So you're very holy tonight, but unfortunately, holy is failing.
Okay, well, Scottie...
I do have a book in my inventory, which just happens to be a book of rune translation.
You know what though? That book is interesting because that is what you sell to me as the DM. That gives you essentially the D&D 5e equivalent of advantage. because you have a specific tool and the profession that lets you figure this out. So you get to roll again.
I have a book. It's good. Let's see.
See, I didn't know that you had that.
5! Yes!
That's even worse.
Look at how great I am. It's clearly the wrong book.
The book is the Hobgoblin translation of the Kama Sutra, and you should stick that longsword somewhere in an orifice that you do not have anatomically because of your gender. So we will pass that on and just say that it seems to be a very nice sword.
It's good. Says something.
So,
however, does one of you have a squire or a fightery type occupation?
No.
Unless Vagrant counts.
does Guild Beggar count?
It's like Caravan Guard would, but is that Caravan Guard dead?
Is it the Caravan Guard dead?
Huh? Oh, no.
The
It's a
Caravan,
fightery
the
occupation.
Caravan Guard could make an intelligence check. I'll give him that, or her that. Or pansexual that, whatever your gender is.
Okay. So that's there we go. Bad.
Okay. Not
That's
quite
fucking
high
bad.
enough. Not quite high enough to decipher runes, but you do know that this sword is of exquisite make and
Scottie
of,
picks up the
quality.
sword.
Scottie. Who is Scottie?
Scottie is my dwarf.
The dwarf apothecarist?
Yes.
So what is his alignment, out of curiosity?
He is neutral.
Okay.
All Nick's characters are chaotic.
Well, that's generally, but I went with neutral.
Okay.
The general
Regardless of how
rule.
hard he tries otherwise.
Right, no matter what he actually says, all Nick's characters are chaotic.
You know what? I don't need you to call me out like that. Huh?
All right, so you pick it up and you feel like a warm heat coming from the handle. It's not unpleasant, it's not uncomfortable, but it's kind of hot. And as soon as you pick it up, it kind of lights. And you almost want to, like, your first reaction is to almost drop it because this is like witchcraft, right? Like, this is alien to your entire makeup, and you almost cross yourself and like, the gods. But it glows with a bright yellow light that almost seems to give you you're not sure how you feel. Is it peace or is it foreboding? But it seems to be almost like natural sunlight coming from this blade.
Okay.
And
You're giving it a hilt job.
but it doesn't really feel natural in your hands. Like, there's kind of it doesn't hurt you or anything, but it doesn't quite feel like it's right. But you could use it. It is a longsword.
Okay, then the chaotic Starla picks it up, comes and grabs it.
Wow. Explodes. Starla is dead.
All right. So, how about if we make? Why don't we make a luck check?
Ooh,
Oh.
this can end only poorly.
So this is a die 20 equal to or less than your luck is good.
Well, I'm at a 10, so
Hey!
Ellen,
Starla.
What?
All right, you take 1 point of burn damage and drop the sword to the ground.
Okay.
Does that 1 point of damage take you out?
No.
Huzzah?
So while
And
this
you
is going on,
hear in your head the word infidel as you drop it.
Good to know.
So while he's
Apparently, I
go
am
try on the
too much of
crown.
an infidel.
What?
Things trying
Sorry,
to crown
1 second. Things that was saying something. What was
Oh.
that?
So while he's burning, can Bingo try the crown on?
Absolutely. You put it on, and I mean, it's cold, but I mean, it seems completely fine. Like, it seems to be a normal iron crown. But it seems to be pretty well made.
Put it in a jaunty Angolan.
Absolutely.
King Bingo.
Looks like depending on who wants it, it might be worth something. But there's no jewels encrusted in it. It doesn't seem to be made of a precious material, but the craftsmanship seems to be masterwork.
Oh, head's a good place to carry the crown.
Okay, so write down Iron Crown.
Bingo Broadleaf. Gentleman adventurer.
Yep.
All right, what else? There's still that sword you're kind of holding alive. It's on the ground, kind of clank, clank, clank. The light winked out, but the candles and the torches still. And I think someone had a lantern as well. If that's lit, then the room's completely lit. And the sword is ominously laying on this ground and cold steel on stone.
Is anyone lawful?
I have one lawful character.
Yeah, I've got one.
Twinkle Swanky Pence, Elven Barrister, is lawful.
Well, he was trying to read it, right? So maybe he picks it up.
It's true. He can pick it up. Let's pick it up. Twinkle will pick it up. Elven Barrister, Esquire.
He picks it up, and he doesn't quite feel in his own skin because this is clearly metal, and elves are allergic to metal.
Yeah, that's not good.
However, it glows bright yellow and seems to give everyone like the chill of the night air, especially on that ledge with the wind whipping, and it seems to be unnaturally cold for this time of year. Seems to warm the room to a pleasant summer day, and the sun seems to kind of. But you hear like something in your head about destroying the infidels, and you see a vision in your head of a silver medallion, and for some reason that is your mortal enemy, to the point where you feel like even if you put the sword down for whatever reason, you feel like that is something you are offended by, like you have to destroy that at no matter at the cost of your life, and you don't know why. Like you're almost angry for no reason whatsoever.
For old Twinkle. So can he wield this, or is it too much iron to carry around?
Twinkle is the elf.
Yes.
He can carry it, but there's a duration on how long he can carry it. And it's a number of hours. So it's not like immediately gonna like kill you, but elves haven't.
Is it worth his effort? Does somebody else want to swap if they're also lawful?
Is his strength decent? I mean, depending. You guys discuss this. You guys discuss this.
Do I want that? And you could take my short sword.
Who's gonna wield it? Are they good?
The short swords has the same iron issue. That's no different.
I need a stick, basically.
That's right.
Duh.
So here's the thing about elves, right? With the iron allergy. And why isn't it coming up? God damn it.
How?
It's because dwarves hate them.
What weapon does the barrister have right now?
So let me say this. Elves are extremely sensitive to the touch of iron. Direct contact over prolonged periods causes a burning sensation, and exposure at close distance makes them uncomfortable. An elf may not wear iron armor or bear the touch of iron weapons for extended periods. Prolonged contact with iron causes 1 hit point of damage per day of direct contact. So you're going to be kind of like, you're going to, like after a few hours, you're going to start being like a -1 die at attacks and maybe some certain things. But maybe for the purposes of this adventure, it's not an issue. But after a day, it'll do a point of damage. But that's after a whole day. That's forever.
I mean,
You'll surely be killed before then.
Who else could wield it? Who have you got? Who in your party is the wieldable? Who's lawful in your group?
Mine? Angus.
Oh, he's like a gigantic fighter man.
He's my caravan guard.
I think he should probably have this then.
What weapon do you have?
I have a quill.
Do you want this
pen?
Do you want this cudgel?
I mean, I'll take a cudgel. It's got to be. I mean, what damage does it do?
1d4.
Same as my quill, so
Oh,
it's a nothing for a nothing. Big pointy feather, I guess.
My club is also a D4.
Bill, I have a question while we're at a quiet moment. Is this going to be a twofer? Because I'm getting the impression there's a lot more rooms past here.
There's going to be. I didn't know how much progress we'd make, but people have said 1 session or 2 would get through this module. So
if at this point, because it's close to midnight where we are, and it's 1 o'clock where you are, and it's Wednesday, would this be something to reconvene at some point before the 30th?
it's a great point to bring up. I'm good, but if we want to stop, we can pick up on Saturday if you'd like. And I'd also say let's finish this room, and we can do a couple more things.
You know how long there is past this, so I'm saying if there's like 2 more rooms, then great.
We absolutely need another session.
Okay. All right, cool. I just wanted to check.
Yep, it's fair, and I appreciate you saying that because I didn't realize the time. So I'm actually strangely not fatigued at all. So
because you're in the zone, man.
I'm enjoying this. So I've run this.
okay.
I know exactly why you're on a freaking roll.
I'm hoping you guys have fun, but I've run this a couple times.
A lot of fun.
Let's tear
Tell
through
us about your first rodeo.
So because there's really nothing to encounter, you guys kind of search the rest of this room, and basically it is a crypt. I mean, it's really a inert, nothing in here is moving or alive, but you guys do find some fine furs that might gather some coin, especially considering no one from town has seen some of the elegance of some of this, even though it's maybe spotty in patches, some of the fur is falling out because of its age. It's still beyond what a lot of anything you guys have seen, and the haberdashers and some of the people have seen. Like, wow, look at how they stitched in some of this. I never thought of using animal fur in this way to flare it out. You guys started kind of getting ideas that may be expanding your business, right? But in your in the back of your mind, the person that's holding the sword feels that there's definitely something here. So what I'm going to say for right now is it's a +1 sword, +2 against chaos.
Ooh, look at you, Whit.
Fucking bring it.
And I want you to make the note that is an improved crit range where it crits on a natural 19 or 20, not just a 20.
Oh, that's nice.
Fucking
just got even deadlier.
Go up against Starla. See what happens.
It is glowing, and you seem to think that it glows in the presence of chaotic aligned souls.
Yeah.
So I don't know how useful that'll be because half the goddamn party's chaotic, right?
Oh, yeah.
I own a chaotic character, and that's Hubbub the Haberdasher with his hand axe.
Now here's something that key. It gives you the clerical ability to turn unholy.
Ooh, nice.
But only lawful aligned beings.
Fucking bring it.
But you have this nagging feeling, and it. So what do you want? And you pause for a second because there's this. It's almost like a 5-year-old. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? There's this nagging attention in your head about destroying some kind of silver medallion, and you don't know what that is. You haven't seen it, but something tells you that when you see it, you'll know it when you see it.
I'm gonna pop that medallion in my pussy.
Wow.
Right then. So you want the woman to destroy it with the scissors. 1 die 4 -1. Apparently.
Is there a door or any other way out of this room besides going back out on the ledge?
No, I thought can't you guys see the door?
There is a door. It's to the north there.
Oh, that's a door. Okay.
There is a door there.
I wasn't positive that was a door. So
Hey, We can go on for a couple more minutes. There's a couple of cool things that can happen that we can continue on until you guys want to stop. Let's go. There's a door there.
I think this is probably a good stopping point. I mean, I got to get up in the morning.
Sure.
I get it. It's a nice, quiet room. It's definitely a good place to pause. We take a long rest.
The sword is what makes you want to kill the silver medallion?
It seems to kind of almost be like a nagging 5-year-old. It doesn't like it. It's not like I'm going to go thrust open the door and go marching on to. It's not like it's taking over your head or anything like remotely like that. But you have this.
Specifically, whoever is holding it feels like that, or just being in the presence of it?
Who's ever holding it.
Okay.
And you kind of give. It doesn't change your opinion of the people, but you kind of do this little, almost like a second grade teacher stink eye to everyone that seems to feel like you can detect everyone in the group that's chaotic alignment.
I assume that you're looking at me because I'm a sex worker and also am starting a relationship with another woman. So I think that you're a bigot and judgmental.
Hey, don't be hating on this sword wielder.
Dare you?
Super funny.
My God. All right.
I'm just over here being gay, doing crime. Sex work is real work. You're just jealous of this wet ass pussy.
All right, guys. So here's how things work, right? You start at 0 level with 0 experience points. Duh, no surprise, right? You get the first level at 10 experience points.
10 experience.
So what happens is a lot of different combats are count for 1 to 2 experience points. So what happens is at the end of a funnel, like this adventure, everyone who survives becomes a first level character. Now in DCC, like old school D&D, which some of you are probably too young, other than Thing and I, halflings, dwarves, and elves, their race is the class. So there isn't like an elf thief. There's an elf, which happens to be a fighter magic user. Halflings are kind of like awesome little thieves, but not full thieves. So long story short, at the end of this, we have the possibility of me continuing as DM for an alternate campaign where the survivors become first level characters, and there's 16 or 17 different modules that we can go through, including Fritz Lieber's Lankmar series that I have.
Nice.
I've got a couple of really great things for expanding characters and letting your backgrounds guide where we go for adventures. So the end isn't necessarily the end of the Halloween special. We'll let the Patreons decide whether they want to hear more of Dungeon Crawl Classics from Goodman Games.
I'll let
nice.
If the Patreons want to see more of this, they better grab a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy.
What are you saying they want to see more of, though? I'll leave that to Hal to define on the forums or something.
Get some goodness.
I want to thank everyone.
All right, kids.
I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. So hopefully you guys had fun. This is the Halloween special, part 1 of 2. And we'll see you all next time. So stay tuned for same bat time, same bat channel.
Different bat time, possibly not even a bat. All right, night, y'all.
Same head bat time.
Come see us on Patreon and give us all your money. Thank you very much. Thank you for running, Bill. And we are goodbye.
Woohoo.